People, people, how are we all? How's everyone doing? Are you excited by this? I am very, very excited for what I'm about to witness. I can't lie to you. I'm not going to pretend and say I'm not. I am. I'm excited for it. I have no idea how this is going to play out. I mean, Tommy Fury should win, right? He should win. He's the boxer. The boxer. Jake Paul is the YouTuber. Although he's clearly a lot better than that now. But Tommy Fury should get the job done. I'm not sure about Tommy Fury's chin. I think it's going to be tested. His gas tank's going to be tested. But look, before we get into that, let's just say hello to everyone that's in the live chat. We'll wait for a lot more people to get in. But it's good to have you guys with me on this Sunday for a Sunday night of boxing. It's funny, I'm watching Carl Froch in the studio. Carl Froch fancies the Jake Paul fight, you know. Carl Froch fancies it. And he might get it. Carl Froch get it. I think it's going to be Nate Diaz if Jake Paul gets through this one. But look, that's in the future. Let's focus on what we've got now. And for now, Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury is going to do massive numbers, like incredible numbers. Like, I don't know what you think it's going to do, but maybe chuck in another 0. I think it's going to go over. I think 500,000 pay-per-view buys. I think it's that big. I think it really is that big. All right, let's get my microphone sorted. But let's see who's in the chat that we can say hello to. I'm so jealous that I'm not there, by the way. I'm seeing Josh Denzel there and everyone else that's there, but it is what it is. You can't be everywhere. All right, let's just say hello to a few people. Andris Crooklis. Have I said that correct? Crooklis. Imagine if TNT Fury loses. BT Sports transition to TNT Sports won't go down good at all. Yeah, what a coincidence that BT Sports are going to be called TNT after the takeover. That takeover is happening very, very soon as well, by the way. JD_05 says, if Tommy loses this, Jesus Christ, he could lose. He could lose. Like we have no idea how good Tommy is. Like, Tommy is a novice that hasn't fought anyone. So I have no idea. I have no idea what he's about. I have no idea how good a boxer he is. I mean, you remove the surname and he's just a guy that's had 7 or 8 fights. Team Banchamek says, if Jake beats Fury, he's an all-time great and Canelo has to fight him next. We shall move on. Christopher Klaus, good evening. I'm wondering if they keep to the script. Did you see that? Now, I don't know how, look, I don't think it's true at all, but a lot of people are sharing it, that script of how it goes round by round. Look, again, I don't think it's true. I don't think there's anything in it. Hasim Rahman Jr., who was supposed to fight Jake Paul last year, he tweeted something along the lines of, you should have seen what they told me to do. And I think he's just been a bit salty, but man. Mickey Goldmill, I appreciate that photo of Mickey. I really like that. How can Tommy miss that chin? Yeah, he's got a big chin, hasn't he? What else we got here? Christopher Klaus says, evening, Ade. October Red in the building. Evening. A lot of you saying evening, Ade. I'm just going to say hello to a lot of you. Samuel Fowler. I just realized we've not done a live for ages. Obviously, we've been trying to get this internet connection. I think it's okay, but you know, let's not jinx it. Guy Falk says, what are you lot saying for the fight? I'm going Tommy in round 3. I'm going Tommy a bit later. I'm going Tommy round 5, 6. Josh Denzel in the changing room with Logan Paul. Josh is doing so well, man. He's doing loads of stuff. Christopher Klaus, just saw the video from Wilder and Fury meeting. Wilder looked a bit shook. Wilder is certainly not shook of Tyson Fury. Obviously, he said a bad few words, but he's not shook. Wilder, Francis Ngannou, I'm hearing, is pretty much done. Wilder, Francis Ngannou in Saudi Arabia. I thought I'd just tell you that one. 2 secs. What's this? Ade's AJ hat. Evening, Ade. How's it going, brother? You've got to change. If you're going to say nice things to me, like, Ade, how's it going? You've got to change the Ade's AJ hats thing. Get rid of that nonsense. Mohamed LaRusso says, what do you make about Scoot rumors? What's Scoot? Someone inform me. What does it mean by Scoot? Oh, script. He changed it here to script. Don't believe any of it. I think it's nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Don't believe it at all. Octagon Talk says, man like Ade. We're here. We are here, people. We are here. Jordan Zoo says, excited to hear what happens, not paying for it. Yeah, I've just given them my 1995. I was actually happy to give my 1995. I don't mind. Look, I hate the idea of paying for fights, but like finding a stream that's going to go down is long. I don't mind giving my money for something that I would watch. 20 quid. I don't mind. I don't mind. Big up Ade says useful idiot. I like that name. What's this one? Is this a football one? In-game tactics. Manchester United champions, Ade. What you saying? Hope Jake KO's Fury. We're not talking football today. We're not talking football today. Art Samson says, please, Tommy, do this. It's weird. Some people want Tommy, some people want Jake. This is really split. This is interesting, this bit here. Boxing pound for pound Jack says, open scoring after 4 rounds. Both teams will be notified of scores. VAR also present. VAR. That after that open scoring, I think that's only happened because of these supposed leaks of scripts. I think that's the only reason that's happening. For those of you wondering how long we've got to go, we've had 2 fights. I think it's a 5-fight card, I think. So we haven't got that long. I think they're talking about ring walks being 9:30, so we don't have that long, actually. Chris, it's scripted. It's not scripted, people. You don't get, like, how can you script? This isn't acting. How can you script getting punched in the face and it hurting? It's not script. I don't believe that at all, by the way. I'd be like, the egos on both of them wouldn't allow it to be scripted. I don't agree with any of that. I think people just ran with that too much. Impodium says, yo, Ade, glad to see the live is working now. Yeah, finally. Man, we got it sorted, people. It was stressing me out, but we got it sorted. So we are back on the lives. We are back on the lives. Rog Dog says, yes, Ade. Oh, they got showing Mike Tyson. Man, the Saudis literally just pay people to turn up, aren't they? That's what they're doing. They're just paying people to turn up, and they're paying millions to these people just to turn up. Like Mike Tyson is getting paid to be there. Deontay Wilder is getting paid to be there. Even though Tyson Fury's brother's fighting, Tyson Fury is no doubt getting paid to them. They're showing all these kids just giving Mike Tyson high fives. All these kids are probably, I don't know, sons of billionaires. Jesus. Rich Allen says the undercard has been awful so far. What did you expect, Rich? We're not here for the undercard. We're here for the main and the co-main. Talking about awful, nothing. Ronaldo's here. They're showing Cristiano Ronaldo just sitting there with his son. Oh, I wish I was there. Yeah, look, nothing was as bad as Floyd Mayweather's fight yesterday. That undercard was the worst thing I've seen in years. Don't ever talk about misfits again. Don't ever. October Red Boxing, thanks for doing the live watch along, because I ain't paying for it. A lot of people ain't paying for this, man. I get it. I get it. I get it. LS Vlogs, did you see that it's rigged? I'm not having it's rigged, people. I'm not having it's rigged. Elliot Francis, cheers for the live. No, thank you guys. There's nearly 600 of you in. We've only been on a few minutes. Thank you guys for joining me on the live. Honestly, I really appreciate it, man. I really do. Reese Cooper says, what's up, Ade? What's up, Reese? Thanks for joining me, brother. James Douglas, I can't believe Lovejoy was going to fight Fisher yet. Did you see him yesterday? Little jab to the belly and he collapsed. I don't know who they're looking for Johnny Fisher to fight, but it can't be him. It can't be him. Connor Melvin, I just can't pay for this. It's terrible. It is, but surely you're a bit intrigued, Connor. Like if it was a tenner, I think you'd pay for it. I do think 20 quid's a bit of a joke. It's a bit of a joke. Daniel Grant says this is bad for boxing. No, it isn't. Just separate the two. Look, we've just got the announcement of Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Davis. I mean, look, Usyk Fury is going to be announced very soon as well. If you can, just separate that. Like, I separate the two, maybe because I work and do the misfit stuff. I can separate the boxing and then the other stuff. I can separate. What's this one? Ye 2024 Lost and Found. Yo, from Chicago, Chirac. Thank you, my man. Thank you. JD_05 says, I've paid for it. He's paid for it. Jeff Bailey says, who wins, Ade? I'm going for Tommy Fury. I think Tommy Fury gets the job done. Surely, I mean, come on, he has to. No. Mark Stubbs, hello from Belfast. I love the channel. Appreciate that, Mark. Appreciate it a lot, my man. Devin Haney ringside as well. Everyone's there. Devin Haney ringside as well. Jesus Christ. With looks like about £1 million worth of jewelry on. Bernadette Price says, do you think Fury stops him? Yes, I do. I do think he stops him. Ziggy, yes, my brother. How's you? Mr. Ziggy, what's good, bro? Are you coming to the Telford Misfits? It's far. Next week. Are you coming? Let me know. Auditing London and the world says, big up Ade. Big up to you as well, Auditing. Chris Whitehead says, can't wait for this one, big man. I can't wait. I'm excited. I can admit that I'm excited for this. I am. I have to admit. I am. Stuart Smith says, this undercard has been a lower standard than the Misfits. Yeah, it's been crap. It's really, really bad, this undercard. Like, awful. I'm not quite sure it's going to get any better. Look, the co-main event will be good, but anything else, tune out. On anything else, don't watch it, watch me. We can entertain each other. Alex says, Ade, have you watched any of the Teofimo Lopez videos he's uploaded on his channel? They're actually very well-produced episodes. I haven't. That's good to hear. I'm always a big fan of fighters doing the YouTube stuff, so I'm very happy to hear that. Guys, get your questions in. They don't have to be about Fury, Paul. Remember, this is the first live we've done in a few weeks. So if you want to talk about Conor Benn, you want to talk about AJ, Usyk, Teofimo, Javante, Ryan, whatever, get your questions in and I will try and answer as many as possible. I've just seen a super chat has come in. Let me see if I can quickly find it and read it. This one has come in, says, is Tommy taking a dive tonight? Appreciate the super chat. No, he isn't. Do you think Tyson Fury is going to allow Tommy Fury? Do you think Tyson and John Fury will allow Tommy Fury to take a dive? I just can't. I can't see it. Honestly, I can't see it. You never know, but I can't see it. Super chat here from Simon says, can't believe people think this is scripted. That's a literal crime. Love your content, Addy. Keep it up. Thank you, my man. Yeah, it's not scripted. I don't know what people are talking about. I understand how people have jumped on it from seeing that tweet, but it's not scripted, man. No chance. Absolutely no chance. What else we got here? Tyler G says, who wins and how, Addy? I'm going for Tommy Fury, and I'm sticking to this one. 5th round stoppage. I think 5th round stoppage. Ziggy says, keep up the good work, man. Smashing it. Yeah, I'm just trying to do as many videos. You know what it is? Since I said that this basically, we're in my flat now. And I said, look, once I get to somewhere that's not my studio, we'll be able to film it every day. And that's what we've done. Ade, it feels like it's been 100 years since you've been live. It's good to have you back. It's good to be back, man. I do apologize, guys. I didn't think that I would have an internet issues here, but we have been able to sort it out. But yeah, now we're back. We're back. So don't worry. Don't worry. Mark Stubbs says, I'm picking Jake to stop Fury. What's this one? Luke _1999 says, hope you are, Ade, my bro. I'm going to go for Fury round 5. That's what I just said, right? But would not shock me if Jake wins. Yeah, I'm a bit like that as well. Like, there is something about Jake. There's this mystery around him. So I'm a bit like that as well. But I'm thinking Fury will get the job done. Slightly sober, which is probably me right now. Bless up, Ade. Have you seen this so-called leaked script of the fight? Oh, yeah. Last one I'm going to talk about this leaked script. Don't believe it, guys. Honestly, don't believe it. There are a number of people that want to sabotage the event for whatever reasons. This ain't leaked, or sorry, this ain't scripted. No chance. No chance. Would not have it. What's this one? Ade, call me fussy, but I prefer your old background. You know what it is? It's just you're just gonna have to get used to it. You don't prefer it. Look at me. I'm trying to correct you here. You don't prefer it. You're just used to the old one. It's almost a bit like when I first started this channel, I was doing it in my front room and I had a white background and then I painted it blue. Everyone was like, oh, paint it back to white. Then afterwards, people were like, oh, I prefer it blue. And then it's the same thing with my studio. I think you're just so used to seeing the studio. You're not quite used to this yet. I think you're going to like this eventually. We've got a few things coming. I've got a shelf coming there. We're going to have a bit of boxing memorabilia on that shelf. I'm going to frame the wonderful Bivol jacket. There's no way you can prefer the old one. It's impossible. What's this? John Oliver. Hi, Ade. Hope you're keeping well. Hope Badu Jack wins tonight, but I think he's past it now, unfortunately. I think Fury will win, but I want Jake to win to see the Big John reaction. Yeah, that'll be fun. That'd be fun. Yeah, as for Badu Jack, he lost his last fight. I was lucky enough to be ringside for his last fight. I think it was the AJ card. Or was it? No, I think it was AJ Usyk, right? He lost that fight. I was there. He lost it. And now he's going up in weight. So not for me. Not for me. Jake Jansen, Ade, with all the media attention and stars at this fight, both shown on ESPN and MBT, this is the best time to announce Usyk versus Fury. We need this tonight. Good shout. Good shout. Like, it would be nice for Usyk to be there and they both get in the ring, but the fact that the Saudis have decided not to do it, it's probably unlikely that they're going to announce this fight tonight. 2 seconds. See a couple of super chats here. Let's quickly read those. In Podium, super chat, thank you very much. Says, well done on all your success, Ade. Been watching you for 4 years now, and it's great to see. Did you have the guest you hyped this week? You know what? I didn't. The guest, I was going to tell you where he went, but if I say that, you'll probably know who it is. We are definitely going to get them on. It's a big guest. It's a he. It's a big, big guest. You won't be disappointed, but we couldn't do it this week because he had to go somewhere. I can't tell you where, but you'll like the guest. Grunt super chat, thank you, says can't be scripted if they're going to be ranked by the WBC. I don't know about that, boy. I wouldn't use that as the excuse, but no, it's not scripted. It's certainly not scripted. All right, let's get back to the top. Loads of questions coming in again, guys. You know I'm going to try and read out as many as possible. 2 secs. Slowly turning silver. Even Ade, hope that you're well and that you're settling into your new place. I'm not settling into my new place yet. This is, for those of you that don't know, I've just moved flat. I was in my old flat for 20 years. So it's kind of weird. I'm not quite used to this yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Catboy, big up Ade, loving your success. Thank you very much. Lead the ball guy, Wilder versus Fury fought in the Middle East, it seems. There were far too pally for me. I'm hearing Wilder versus Ngannou in the Middle East. That's what I'm hearing. Gemini Star says, Ade, you've got your finger on the pulse of boxing. A bit of that and a bit of people telling me stuff. Andrew Blakely says, even Ade, do you think this fight is fixed with the leak script? Nope. This is an interesting one. I think you might be right here. No, actually, I don't think you are. Were Josh Denzel and Tommy Fury on the same Love Island? I have not. To tell you, I have no interest in that kind of programming. Like none, zero. Learn with Esolarius. Good evening, Ade. Did you see the clip of Fury bumping into Wilder? Even after all the bad blood, it's clear to see there is mutual respect and admiration between them. Was that a knockdown or a slip in this fight? I've no interest in this fight, but there's like everyone has been destroyed in like the first 2 rounds on the undercard, really bad. Yeah, there's gonna be they're throwing bombs, these guys. Jeez. There should be respect between the two, and it's maybe just a case that they haven't seen each other, but it's good to see that they're showing each other respect. Tom Loftus, Ade, are you worried that Fury will avoid Usyk? He doesn't seem interested at all to me. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on now. Tyson's not even really speaking about it. John keeps talking about money. That, you know, Usyk has to realize he's not the A side and blah, blah, blah. I don't know, man. I'm trying to think. If Fury doesn't fight Usyk, I would love to see Usyk Wilder. Love to see that. Absolutely love it. Archie Balls, what time's the main event? Archie, I'd say around 9:30, dude. Well, it depends what time these go. So there's this fight. There's one more after this, which is like a YouTuber. And then there's the real fights, the co-main events. So Badu Jack. Then they're saying 9:30, but I'm thinking 9:30, 9:45. Ian Cran, thoughts on Edwards versus Usman? Carnage. That fight is going to be so good. He's referring to Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman. For those of you that are not into MMA, what's this one? Ade, why the studio change? No, it just moved. I just moved, dude. This is now my basically like my bedroom. Like my bed is just there. So it's my bedroom. So that's all it is. I thought let's just save a bit of money. Let's get out of the studio and let's all have it in the same space. And it makes filming a lot easier for me as well. That's all it is. Ade, how did you fix the internet from JD? Long story short, I'm not using Wi-Fi. I've gone direct from the plug straight into the laptop. So that's all it is. I've just done that and I've turned every other thing that's on the Wi-Fi off. That's all we've done. Med Sports TV says Fury inside 7, Ghana in the building. Appreciate it, man. Nice to have you in the building. How many rounds is it? Is it an 8-rounder or a 10-rounder? Don't even know. I'm guessing it's a 8-rounder, maybe. Like the law of one. Do you know what the meaning of a big chin is? It goes back to Neanderthal days. It means you are a warrior. A bit too much information there, my friend. Big Boy Style 23 says, Eden Ade, what are the chances of meeting you at an event? Was in middle section near you in Nottingham last weekend. Been a follower since time ago. I'm always, every time people see me at these events, I always photos and interviews, whatever. But I guess the one where we're all gonna see each other is the meet and greet when we get to 50,000. That's the big one, and we're not too far away. I think we're on something like 41,300. I think we'll get to the 50,000 before April, May, and that's going to be good because then it's in the summer, should be hot, a bar somewhere, box park, want to do it, food, drink, music, the green chair, should be fun. Kamara's in the building. Sorry, Karma's in the building. Nice to have you, Karma. Apologies, don't know where I got Kamara from. Joe Gill, think Tommy out points him, possibly. Amari and JJ, Eden Ade, love the watch alongs. I'm watching live and listening to your watch along. My man. How many fights left before Paul Fury? Says Mathieu. 2. Not including this one. So 3 of you, including this one that's on right now. I've got my camera right here, by the way. I'm actually watching the fight on my phone instead of the TV because the phone means I'm live. The TV is it lags a bit. It's like 20 seconds behind. I've just realized that. A lot of you saying this, that Philip Answer said it as well. Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury just had a hug. You know what? They're both healthy. They've got their faculties in the right place. They both made millions with each other. So it should be like a hug of, bro, you made me 50 million. It should be that kind of hug. You changed my life kind of hug. You know, those ones. Wallace's helmet. Yes, Ade. Thank you very much. What's this one? Shoe sniffer. Ade, the king of live streams. I'm actually not. There's some really good live streamers out there, but we are getting there. Trust me when I say we are getting there because we're putting effort into it. We're going to try and make it as good as we can. Leader Bald Guy Super Chat says, Ade, going head to head with G-Man on the lives. Also, this leaked script is more a plant for me. Clever promotion to get bang. That's what it is. Because now people are going to watch it. You know what? You're right. And you know, I've realized as well, certain people have tweeted it. I've realized how certain people within this YouTube boxing thing have all tweeted it. So I wouldn't be surprised if you are correct. Because now everyone's going to watch it and see if it really happens. Bro, it's a bull thing. We're both on the same wavelength. You're smart. You are very, very smart, my friend. And good luck to G-Man on his live stream as well. Stephen Macklin, super chat, but no question. No question, Stephen. Just throw money away. I appreciate it. I'll take it. Thank you. Another super chat here from Nicholas Schubert. Says the script has to be fake because you could not script swelling. It even says in one of the rounds that Fury's eyes now nearly shut. Makes no sense. Yeah. I think we should all listen to what Lee the Bald Guy says about it's probably been leaked by them, fake leaked, just to get more eyeballs on the event. That makes a lot of sense to me. A lot of sense. All right. let's get back to the order of questions. All right, Simon says, I want Jake to win. I'm far more interested in his career than Tommy's. Yeah, you know what? I am as well. I am. Like, the thing is, as much as people get upset about this type of stuff, if if Tommy wins and everyone says they want Tommy to do it the right way now and fight, have a proper career, so maybe you fight for an area title or an English title, would you prefer to see Tommy versus someone you don't know for an area title, or Tommy versus Nate Diaz, or Jake versus Nate Diaz, or Jake versus Jorge Masvidal, or Jake versus Conor McGregor? Sign me up for that, as opposed to Tommy Fury versus a guy that no one knows. I'm being serious. I think Tommy's going to stick around and have those type of fights instead of going the real boxing route. He makes way more money fighting guys like former MMA guys. Way more money. What's this one? Yo, we are watching live from Chicago. Much respect. May the best man win. Jeez. I'm always fascinated by when they say they're in Chicago or anywhere else around the world. It's crazy. But appreciate you, man. Alex, hi. Jake win. Tommy pulls out on the ring walk. He ain't doing that. Soldier Boy Health and Fitness Channel says, love the watch alongs, Ade. I think you could have your biggest watch along tonight. I don't know, maybe. You know what, Soldier Boy, are you a real health and fitness channel? I need to check your channel out to get some tips. Got some tips, man. Summer's coming. Let me know if you're real. Ade, you're going to be live next week for Jones versus... You know what? What am I doing next week? I'm doing the Misfits. I mean, got to pay the bills, innit? Christopher Klaus, why are there no big fights in Dubai? Because they also have deep pockets. There's been, wait, depends what you mean by big fights, actually. What big fights were in Dubai recently? Obviously, Floyd was there recently, which I know is not big, but Floyd was there. What was in Abu Dhabi? Abu Dhabi to Dubai is like a 20-minute drive, 30-minute drive. Dimitri Bivol, remember Dimitri Bivol Ramirez? So fights do happen within that region, isn't just Saudi. 2 secs. Grant says Jake Paul picks fighters who will take a dive. It was all well documented. Tyron Woodley squandered his career purses and had no money, a few million at the end of his career. Thank you very much. Yeah, but with all due respect, Tommy Fury ain't broke. Tommy Fury, A, ain't broke, B, ain't in the career, and has a family name to represent. He ain't taking no dive. October Red Boxing says, can't knock the... Do you guys know who October Red is, by the way? A female that interviews, like YouTube interviews. So she's got a YouTube channel, does interviews at all the events. Do you know who she is? If you don't know who she is, and you want a different type of interview, more of a conversation than an interview, go over to our YouTube channel and subscribe. Yeah, yesterday's event at the O2 was a disgrace. Boring, like embarrassing, rubbish. Hopefully we don't see that kind of stuff again. It was honestly, it was so bad. I don't know. Don't understand how bad it was. Super chat here from King OP the Great says, don't understand the hate. Sports, just like life, evolves. Boxers train maximum 4 hours a day. Don't blame Jake for using his 20 hours better. YouTube been here for over 10 years. Yeah, I don't get the hate for Jake either. I mean, those two brothers, yeah, Jake and Logan, are incredible. I think they're just sensational. And you've got to respect anyone that can do what they do. Like, one is getting in the ring and fighting, the other one's doing the WWE stuff. I think they're incredible, both of them. And I think they're going to be remembered for a very, very long time. I think what they're doing is just ain't normal. Super chat here, big one from Useful Idiot. Ade, would you ever date... I love these ones. By the way, get any questions in. This isn't just boxing related. Get your questions in. We're having fun tonight. Ade, would you ever date two women at the same time like David Hay? The thought terrifies me. I struggle to satisfy one woman. I would hate to have two disappointed faces staring at me in awkward silence. No, I wouldn't do it, if I'm honest with you. David Hayes living the life though, isn't he? Like I've been lucky enough to sort of work with David Hay a few times, so I've been around him. And by the way, great guy, honestly, great guy. And we were on stage. I can't remember what event it was. Might have been Josh Warrington. So this is December. We were on stage. It was me, Hay, and someone else, Andy Lee, I think. And Hay's got two girls on the studio set with us. So just behind the cameras, the bit you don't see, there's two girls standing there. And I'm like, who are they? And he said, oh, my girls. And I'm like, what do you mean your girls? They're there, just two girls. And he's basically telling me which one should he take home. And I'm like, okay, Mr. Hay. So David Hay, this is how he lives his life. He's not just doing this for show. This is how he lives his life. I don't think many men would pass on the life that David Hay lives. Trust me, that happened. I was there. We're gonna do. Where are we? Let's get back in order. The law of one. Jake is very big into manifestation, and maybe the script is to say how he wins. If you say it really, you know what? A lot of you really thinking outside the box, and I like that. Maybe it is that. Maybe there is a bit of a manifestation to it. I'm very much like that as well. You know, when you say things into the ether and you kind of, give them power. Maybe there's a bit like that. W. Thornton says so much ass licking from the commentators, almost like they're being paid to say nice things about Saudi princes. They probably have been told to say nice things, not forced, but maybe give a shout out to the people that are putting the event on. Probably you have it with you. I mean, I have it a lot with TalkSport where you have to make sure you hit a line every so often. So they'll put lines in front of you, and you've kind of got to make sure you get a reading every 35 minutes. So they've probably got something like that in front of them. Thanis, I'm gonna Economu. What's good at it? What next, in your opinion, for the winner of the co-main? The winner of the co-main, who I'd like to get an opportunity. I know some might say Richard Riakporhe, but I would like to see Chris Billings-Smith get an opportunity. He's been promised a big fight in Bournemouth. I mean, I don't know. I'm not quite sure he'll get Badu Jack to Bournemouth, but he could get Lunga Makabu if the money's right. He could do. Tommy doing a jab and grab Klitschko style tonight. It's not the way he fights. It's not the way he fights. I don't think he will. DJ N1, evening, brother. James Gideon, congratulations on the nomination. Ade, yes, if we win that, it's going to go right there, boy. But guys, even just to be nominated with those people is fascinating. Mauricio Suleiman in the ring. Nonsense. Dr. Doom, yes, stay blessed. I'm trying. Number one says, big up Ade from Ireland. We're coming to Ireland. When's the Taylor Serrano fight? But we are coming. I just got my dates. There's a few dates, man. Looks like I could be going to Mexico. Could be going to Vegas for Ryan Garcia, Javante, but really looking forward to seeing what the Irish are like. I haven't been to Ireland for years. I went there as a 17-year-old for football trials years ago. Julia Kuss, I can't wait to see this. Me and you both, Julia. Me and you both. Najee Holmes, what's up, Ade? How you doing? I'm good. I can't complain. I'm good. Silver Fox, one Silver Fox. Big up Ade, all the thumbs. Seb Benitez, drop a like for the algorithm. Yes, I need to keep reminding people to do this. If you are new to the channel, I need you to do two things. One, subscribe. That'll be good. You could share the stream as well. That'll help. But also thumbs up. I don't know why I don't understand anything about algorithm, but I've been told it helps. So please. Lex Hazuki, Ade, you look fight ready. I'm ready to go. I am ready to go. Ade, you okay, brother? Jeff, I'm good, Thanks for asking, Jeff. Appreciate that. That's nice of you. That's very nice. What's this one? Naz says, hey, Ade, hope you're well, bro. Fury knocking out Paul. I suspect so. Mark Nee, what are you drinking at it? Oh, you know what, Mark? I'm drinking some cheap stuff. You know, this is very cheap. This is Haig Club, Haig. I think it's like 20 quid, something like that. But it's got a little something to it. I so badly want to create my own alcohol brand. So badly. I'm really thinking about it. But hey, we'll see. What's this one? Adam says it's bad for boxing if Fury loses, though. Not really, because I don't think many boxing fans really consider Fury like a proper boxer. We look at him like we look at Jake, a bit of an influencer. Like most people know him as the brother of Tyson and someone that was in Love Island. I don't think people look at him as a real boxer. Chris Whitehead says, how much was Mayweather on pay-per-view for fuck's sake? I think it was about $50. No one's paying for that. No one's paying for that. Archie Ball says, if hosting boxing in Saudi is the future, then they need to change S up because there's no atmosphere and need to include alcohol at these events. No, I disagree. I actually disagree with the alcohol thing. I don't think you need alcohol. I think what you need is maybe better fights. Like we've all said that the fights have been crap. Better fights. Like alcohol doesn't create an atmosphere. Like you can be excited without having to drink. Surely, no? I don't know. I think so. DJ M1 Usyk Fury is going to be announced soon. What do you know, Ade? I don't. You know, I'll be honest with you. Me and Gareth A. Davis, who knows quite a lot, we did something for TalkSport last week Tuesday, and we just mentioned it because Gareth was adamant it was going to be announced a couple of days after. Here we are, nearly a week later, and it still hasn't been announced. So I think it's all over the place. All over the place. There we go. Uncertainty Principle says, question Ade regarding Conor Benn. What I'd like to know is this: how a VADA test showed up 2 adverse trace findings and UCAD none. Weren't both testing bodies used at the same time? Yes, but VADA is way more stringent, way tougher than UCAD. Like VADA will, you know, remember UCAD, VADA you pay for, which I just feel like just opens up the testing a bit more. UCAD financially just don't have the same muscle as VADA. So I think VADA is the one that everyone trusts, that VADA will look for absolutely everything. Whereas maybe UCAD, maybe they skip a few things. And sometimes as well, by the way, what VADA says is cheating or is illegal, UCAD pass. You might remember the Billy Joe Saunders instance when Billy Joe Saunders was going to fight Demetrius Andrade. And what Billy Joe Saunders tested positive for, UCAD said was fine. VADA says no. So there's a bit of a problem as well with two different agencies saying yay and nay to things. So yeah, keep those questions coming in, by the way. I'm not afraid to answer anything related to Conor Benn at all. The law of one, it's massive for boxing. Jake is a proper boxer. Now he has trained every day for 3 years. We shall see. True. He has trained every day for 3. Well, not every day, but he's trained a lot. Dan C, Addy, love your growth. Keep going. I'm a boxing fan and can't help but agree. This is entertainment and WWE business. Pure scripted. Love ain't scripted. It ain't scripted. Alex Chavez, we need this fight to do well in order for it to bankroll Fury Usyk and Haney Loma. There's something about that, you know, by the way. Like, as much as the Saudis are willing to put on these big fights, if they don't do great numbers, they're not just going to continue to throw money away. I mean, there's smart business people behind. If this does well, there's a good chance that they continue to do big fights. And look, a lot of these Americans want to fight over there. Like I remember speaking to Chantel Cameron. Remember, she had to fight against Jessica McCaskill in Abu Dhabi. And she said she loves it out there. She said the weather's good. She doesn't get disturbed. What she speak about as well? Obviously, a bit more of that. She prefers it. And I feel like a lot of fighters prefer going out there. A lot of fighters. Welsh Guna, more eyes on the sport has got to be good. No, I think it does. I think so. I really do. Jason Tucker. Hey, Addy, what time's the fight tonight, bro? I think I think 9:30 ring walk. So we don't have too long, do we? We don't have too long. Billy Hicks, good evening, chaps. Good evening. Craig R says, only watching it to see Jake Paul spark out in his back. It might happen. Might happen. Philip Answer. Ade, you excited to see John Jones back in the octagon? You wouldn't believe how excited I am to see John Jones back. I actually did say that it's a bit too late. Like, I expect John Jones now to not be the guy and to lose to Cyril Gane. And part of me still thinks that, but I hope I'm wrong. I hope that John Jones can come back and prove to everyone that he's still the greatest fighter we've ever seen, because I think he is. I think he's the greatest mixed martial artist we've ever seen. And I'd love him to come back and win a title in another weight class, but it's a big ask, man. That Cyril Gane is good. Darren D, is Saudi primed to be the new Las Vegas for boxing? Yes and no. Yes, because obviously they've got the money and fighters want to go there. No, because I think they're only going to try and pick up the best. Like, they're only going to probably have 4 or 5 events a year, and they only want the very, very best. They're not going to take nonsense. And when I say the very best, I mean, this clearly isn't the very best, but this is exciting. They're going to take things like this. So they're not going to take anything and everything. Hence why they've not taken Fury Usyk, which I think is a mistake, but that shows they're not taking everything. MJPUK1 says, too much money still to be made for the Jake Paul circus to end tonight. No faith that this fight isn't as bent as a 9-bob note. I mean, just look at who we're dealing with here. You know, when people say that, like, there's too much money for a fight, I never understand that. I mean, you could apply that to anything in life, like Conor McGregor. Like, Dana White would have never wanted Conor McGregor to lose, right? I mean, he's the biggest draw that we've ever seen in MMA. Someone beats him, they beat him. You think of all the, like, the stars lose, like Israel Adesanya. Don't lose, Izzy. We need you. Someone beats you, they beat you. Mike Tyson, someone beats you, you beat you. AJ, like, anyway, look, that's I don't believe anyway, but I can understand what some people think, but not for me. No way it's scripted. Peter Sparker, sub Addy, you thinking this will be a spicy fight or a snooze fest? Spicy. Just because both of them are not great boxers, and sometimes it just means there's going to be a bit of a slugfest. There's no feeling out. There's no jab and move. It's just straight war, isn't it? Straight war. Eden at a buzzing for this fight. Amazing odds for Fury 2. What are the odds? I have no idea what the odds are. I'm guessing Fury maybe a bit of an underdog in this, maybe. Silver Fox. Addy, how much longer, bro? I would say Silver Fox. We've got 2 more fights before the main event, so I'm thinking about 45 minutes, dude. So many questions. Sorry, guys. We're going to try and go through them fast now. Brain says Tommy, but I just have a feeling Jake does it. A lot of people have that feeling. Manzilla 48 says, yes, Ade, how bad do you want to be there tonight? Livid that I'm not there. Like, I should have pushed it somehow. There was even conversations with the people that put this on about using me and Wade. So I'm guessing they would have used me in the way they're using Radio Raheem to do the interviews and Wade to do some other stuff. But in the end, we couldn't come to an agreement. So here we are, but it is what it is. They're showing Deontay Wilder ringside being interviewed. He looks in good spirits, looks healthy. Looks like he's enjoying life. Alistair Cameron says, following your channel because of liking your talk with Rory Jennings. Thank you very, very much. Deontay Wilder seems like he's in such a happy place. They're showing him and Tyson Fury together. It's nice. I love that. I do like that. It's nice. What we got here? What's this? At least Badu Jack's on there. Yeah, Badu Jack's on there. Look, that's the one serious fight we've got coming up, right? That's the some might say the only serious fight we've got coming up. Manzilla says, any chance of a Fury fight is announced tonight? No chance. Absolute no chance. Will Doggan, big up Ade. I feel some funny business going on tonight. Look, to be fair, look, this is a Jake Paul fight. Anything can happen. I'm not ruling out any funny business, but I don't think this fight's a setup. I really don't. Not at all. Where are we? Craig never been as bored watching boxing. Yeah, I just want it to start now, man. They really messed up the undercard. The undercard has been rubbish. It really has been. But it is what it is. What's this one? Keo, son of King _T. This isn't bad for boxing. I don't think people have an issue with the actual fight, but the money involved. I bet you if this was in a small hall somewhere with no one would be moaning. Yeah, there's an element of that, but there's also an element of boxers just need to get better at just promoting themselves. They really do. Like boxing's in a very, very weird place where it almost feels like the fighters are stuck in 20, 30 years ago. You've all got social media, you've all got YouTube accounts, you've all got Twitter and Instagram. Use them. Like, do something. Like one of the only fighters that I see right now, and I like him, is a young fighter coming up, JD Boston. Like every time I see him at events, he's got a guy with a camera filming him. He's putting stuff up on his social media, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. He's making sure he's getting out there. He's obviously grown up around the Ryan Garcia era of, okay, you need to push yourself. And a lot of these fighters now just want it to come to them, like rely on Eddie, Frank, or Benn Shalom to do the promoting for them. Doesn't work like that, man. Doesn't work like that. 25 pence. What's he saying? Do you think AJ can overcome his fear of engaging? Good question. It just seems like he doesn't go for knockouts because he has been caught. There's certainly something in that. I agree. He doesn't go for broke like he used to. I don't know. I don't know. It's a good point. I don't know. Like I'm thinking of like they're showing Wilder again in front of me, and he's someone that has been hurt, but he still goes for it. There is something about AJ where you're right. He doesn't like to engage as much. We'll see. We'll see what he does in his next fight. They're showing Tommy Fury doing some stretches just to get, a bit limber. Some stretches in the change room. Will Doggan, thoughts on Conor suing the British Boxing Board of Control for free madness. It's madness, isn't it? Suing them for 3.5 million for loss of earnings and ruined reputation. I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. I find it all crazy. Next, Elliot Francis, are you live for the AJ fight? No, I'm working on the AJ fight. I'm there, obviously. The Zone, I'm there for it. April 1st. So yeah, unfortunately, no live watch along for that, which is disappointing, but I will be there. Did you see the Tyson tweet? Do you think it will be Fury versus Wilder 4? I don't think there's the appetite for it. As much as the third fight was exciting, and it was, I don't think there's the appetite for it. And I don't think it will generate, or both of them will get the money they want for it. So not for me. Not for me. Where are we? Conveying ideas. I wasn't having a bit of this until John Fury almost hung Tommy out there. Look, John Fury, this is why I always talk about this diving nonsense being rubbish. John Fury is just not going to accept that. Not going to accept that at all. So for all of you that are talking about this script, rip that up. They're going to fight people, and you're going to see it from the very first round. All this talk of it's scripted, nothing's happening. Nothing. Chris Whitehead, why is Mayweather embarrassing himself with those effing awful shows last night? I don't know. And it has now become embarrassing. Like Mayweather, I get it. Like I understand that how difficult it must be just to stop fighting, something you've been doing for years. But like Mayweather could do so much. Like he started this promotional thing, Mayweather Promotions. That looks like it's dead now. Hence why all the fighters have gone. Some have retired and he's not recruited well. So that was one thing, one avenue which could have kept him in the game, but not in the game physically. I don't understand like what he's doing this for anymore. Because it can't be the money, or can it? You know, like sometimes you think, surely he can't be broke. Surely he can't. But other people that have made a lot of money, like maybe have gone broke. So I don't know. Does he need the money? That'd be crazy if he does, but I don't know. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure. Brendan Owusu says, if AJ becomes better than he was in 2018, does he beat everyone? No. No, he doesn't. I don't think he can beat Usyk. It'll give him a good fight, but I don't know about that. Fury, Wilder, there's some good fighters out there, man. He'll be very competitive with them, but I wouldn't make him favorites with them. No. What's this one? Meta Boost, like the new studio ad. Hand pink waving. Okay, guys, co-main event. I think this is the co-main. Badou Jack's walking to the ring. Badou Jack looks massive walking to the ring. That's a wonderful gold gown. I'm a big fan of the old school Mike Tyson, but I appreciate this gold gown. I mean, Badou Jack trying to do some damage here, trying to become what, a free weight. What did he win a belt at 175, a legit belt, or was it a regular title? But look, regardless, I just realized Mike Tyson with him. I honestly just noticed that Mike Tyson was walking with him. Let's see what Badou Jack can do. And it just leads on perfectly to this question: who are you going for in the co-main? I'm going for Ilunga Makabu. Just again, I watched Badou Jack last time. I wasn't impressed. He's now put on a lot more size. I think he's going to be a lot slower, a bit more sluggish. So I'm going for Makabu to get the job done. Dougie, 1872 says, do you think Mayweather will start to fight in smaller venues now, like you were saying in your video earlier? He should do that. He won't, but he should. Again, I don't know who put on the event yesterday, but if I'm someone that thinks I can make a couple of quid by bringing Mayweather over and making him fight someone, after watching yesterday's event, I reevaluate that because it was awful. Awful. Mr. Mickey, aka We View Boxing. That's a long name, sir. 3 fights you wish to see this year. Who would you match up? One of them we're gonna get Ryan versus Javante. That's one. Fury, Usyk, AJ Wilder. Very basic, but that's it. Those are my 3. And those, man, Cristiano Ronaldo there. Jeez. He must be loving life. He must be loving life. He's still playing football, getting paid more than he was getting paid probably at United, scoring goals. Not bad. What do you think lies ahead for Big AJ? Now, once he gets past Jermaine Franklin, I expect it to be Dillian White. And then once he gets past Dillian White, I expect it to be Deontay Wilder. I hope. That's a hope. The Hollow Gear says, yo, greetings from Germany, bruh. Greetings indeed, Mr. Hollow Gear. Guys, do me a favor. Nearly 1,500 of you in. It's going to get a lot busier. Do me a favor, and please, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We are trying to get the subscribers up, and smash that like button as well. Appreciate it. Craig R says, it looks like Derek Chisora is going into the promoting game. Watch this space. Looks like it. Looks like he's linked up. The crowd have just seen Deontay Wilder and they're giving him a really, really good cheer. I love that. That's nice. I like that. I like Deontay Wilder, man. I'm a massive Deontay Wilder fan. That's good to see. Yeah, looks like he's getting in the promoting business. Deontay Wilder, I know, has got a few big businesses outside of boxing already. But yeah, good luck to him, especially if it's in this space. I think this could be the space for him. This kind of misfits YouTube. You know, I remember speaking to him after the KSI event. He called me over and we were kind of talking about the numbers. And I said, you know, this event done nearly 500,000 pay-per-view buys. And he was gobsmacked. He was like, huh? So I think the pennies dropped with him. He's probably thinking Forget real boxing events because, you know, I mean, there isn't much to be made unless you've got a lot of top fighters. I think he's probably thinking, I can get into this YouTube scene. And that's hence why we see him now. It's crazy to see Badu Jack cruiserweight next to Mike Tyson heavyweight, and Mike Tyson looks tiny. Like even just height-wise, looks tiny. John Mickelson says anything other than a convincing win for Tommy will be laughed at. He's a professional boxer. His family pride themselves on being fighting men. So if Tommy Fury has to win and win well, I don't know about win well, just has to win. That's all he needs to do, has to win. James Douglas says, do you think Wilder versus Francis Ngannou will be on the zone? I hope so, but I don't think so. No. Eddie will make a play. He'll try, but I'm not quite sure if the zone will be willing to kind of give out the money unless it can go to a place like Saudi where they pay for it, basically. That's how it can happen. Josh Powell says, do you really think Conor Benn will get reinstated by the British Boxing Board of Control? Personally, I think there is no chance. I doubt it. I mean, you can't, he's suing them for $3.5 million, which they clearly do not have at all. So I doubt it. Man, I need to get one of those Badu Jack jackets. They're lovely. This kind of gold. Who can I reach out to hook me up with that? They're stunning. Put that somewhere. Man, guys, we're going to hook up this studio. Trust me, we're going to have loads of good things in the studio. Rob Bedford says, Ade, man, hope you're well. Do you think AJ can get back to winning titles? Yeah, I do. I think the belts are going to get scattered, especially if Tyson Fury and Usyk don't fight for an undisputed. Then I think a case of all the governing bodies are going to come for those belts, and Tyson Fury is going to either have to fight his mandatories or he's going to have to vacate. And I think he will vacate, and then the next people down will fight for the belts. And I think AJ will probably be that. So I think he can. If you're asking me, do I think AJ can beat Tyson Fury to get those belts? No. Rich Allen says Wilder's a great opponent for Ngannou. Could be a crazy. Oh, that's the one, isn't it? If you're Ngannou as well, you like that fight because Wilder isn't the most skilled boxer. Look, we know he's got this power and it's frightening. So is Ngannou. So yeah, that's the one. I'd like to see that. Edward Rickett says, even Ade, I have the complete opposite pick as you. Same round, different winner. Okay, so you've gone Jake Paul to win in 5. Okay, cool. Thoughts on Joyce versus Zhang? Ilunga Makabu walking to the ring. And now, I think he's going to win only just. Like, he's even getting on a bit as well, Makabu. It's going to be a tough fight for him. I love it. Joyce versus Zhang is a fantastic fight. Fantastic fight. Like, for 4 rounds. And then Joyce absolutely obliterates him. Like, obliterates him. All right, Super Chat's just come in. Let's quickly read it. Himanshu Yadav from India. Ade, would Froch destroy Jake even now? Would destroy him. Give Froch a week to train. Just a week. Maybe 2 weeks. But he would destroy him. Like a real boxer like Froch would batter him. Absolutely batter him. Really appreciate the Super Chat. Thank you very, very much. Ade, why don't misfits wear head guards if they are amateurs? Yeah, it's a question that a lot of people have asked. The answer I give you is I don't know. That's the simple answer. I don't know why they don't. But yeah, I mean, they must be thinking about it because some of the fights, like especially when you was watching, you know what it is? I think the problem is there are amateurs, but then you've got real fighters in there as well. So you've got Idris Virgo, for example, real fighter. Like, was he at 12 fights? For Anthony Taylor, who's had a couple of boxing matches. Hasim Rahman Jr. So there's a bit of gray area, isn't there? But no, I mean, sometimes I'm watching it thinking they should have headgear on. It's getting dangerous. Small Axe. Have I answered this one already? I don't know. But Salute, what's your three most anticipated fights in 2023? Of fights that have been made, Inoue Fulton. I guess we can say now Garcia versus Tank. Of fights, Benavides Plant. Of fights that have been made. Of fights that I want to see. I'm gonna chuck in that it just come to me. Bivol Beterbiev. Come on. How could you not want to see that one? Fury Usyk, wow. Just wow. And AJ Wilder. Carnage. Badu Jack 39, didn't even know that. 6'1". Makabu 35, 6 foot. Makabu's not 6 foot. Makabu's my height, like 5'10", 5'11". He's not 6 foot. I've met him a few times. I actually commentated on one of Makabu's first fights after the Tony Bellew defeat. I was the commentator in South Africa for his first fight back. I interviewed him as well. What are we doing now? Just trying to get back into order. One sec, peeps. House of Crypto says, favorite boxer of all time. I love Roy Jones. Loved watching his fights. I keep flip-flopping on this. Like Sugar Ray and Muhammad Ali are my favorites of all time. But I've got a massive soft spot for for Floyd Mayweather, Miguel Cotto, Bernard Hopkins. Roy's up there as well. Prince Nassim Hamed, Nigel Benn. There's a few. Derek Chisora in the ring with Mike Tyson. Mike was one of my Mike must have been everyone's one of favorites, right? Ben McGrath says, do you think Boatsy would jump ship and join Queensbury? I think it would be a mistake. There's only one fight there for him, and that's Yard. So look, unless he's been offered the Yard fight, if he's been offered the Yard fight, then yeah, I mean, jump ship, go. But if you haven't been, then there's a mistake there. I mean, again, the Bivol fight's there. It's there to be made. Although I did see his trainer, Virgil Hunter, said he's not really ready for it. So yeah, interesting. 2 secs. Where are we? Okay, read that one. Just looking at ones that I've read. That Bivol jacket is unbelievable. It is. Someone came here the other day and didn't actually believe that it was the Bivol jacket. I was like, what do you mean? Of course it's the Bivol jacket. And I had to show him the video. It is the Bivol jacket. We've got to frame it though. I don't want it to get dirty. This is funny. Protect Ade at all cost. Imagine a £20 overpriced fight card without Ade's watch-alongs. Man, it'll be tough. It's tough for me. I feel like I've lost out the money, but you guys have helped in the super chats. But this is bad. This is bad. What's this one? Useful Idiot says, can we have a bit of clarity from Tommy? Is Tommy a serious boxer or is he an influencer / boxer? YouTuber boxer. I'm confused as to where he thinks his career is heading. Probably the second one, influencer / boxer. Nothing wrong with that. Look, nothing wrong with it, you know. I mean, he's gonna make all of these boxers talk about one thing after the career is done: money. It's all they talk about. Some talk about belts and legacy. All of the rest just talk about money. He's making more money tonight than 99.9% of boxers fighting today. He's okay. He's not complaining. W. Thornton, background has grown on me. Defo frame the jacket and light it with LEDs in the frame. Do it proper. I'm not sure about the LED stuff, but I will frame it. What's this one? I think I might have read it. Guys, don't click the links. They're full of viruses. Ade, read my super chat. Yeah, I'm going to try and block a lot of the links. Sorry, I know there's people in there putting links to dodgy sites. Don't click on them, people. Honestly, it'll mess up your laptop. Don't do that. 2 secs. 2 secs. What's this one? Joe Gill, hope that's real brick and not a wallpaper. Come on. Real brick. I can't even touch it. Real brick. Did you hear that? Oh, wallpaper. Come on, brother. Come on, man. All right, here we go. Lunga Makabu versus Badu Jack for the WBC Cruiserweight title. Makabu in the, what was that, yellow and black. Badu Jack in the gold with blue and red stripes. Badu Jack looks a lot bigger than Lunga Makabu. Makabu's got power in that left hand. Good fighter. Don't be fooled by the fact that Tony Bellew put him to sleep. Remember, I think he had Tony Bellew on his backside in that fight. Good fighter. I think and I hope that this is the co-main and there's not one after. I think there might be one more after this. I hope I'm wrong. What's this one? Tom Gamble says, saw you on Rory's vids and like your take on football stuff. Came here and seemed super chill. Subscribe to the channel, mate. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that a lot. I'm not going to really commentate on this fight. I wanted to watch it, but we're not going to commentate on it. If anything happens, I'll mention it. But for now, we'll still read the questions. And the statements like this one. Sleepless in Stockwell. Jake tapes him out round 6. Okay. What's this one? Punch Perfect gone to New York City. What's that? What does that mean? Let me know what that means. Tommy gets knocked out by overhand right in the third. I mean, you've got this down to a T, haven't you? You know exactly what's going to happen. James Douglas says, is your guest Eddie Hearn? He just went to Mexico. It's not Eddie Hearn. My guest isn't Eddie Hearn. I think you might like the guest more than if it was Eddie Hearn. BB, the guest is obviously Johnny Nelson. Obviously not. James Khan, hey brother, you sounded good today on TalkSport from the fan part. Nice work. Thank you very much, man. We'll keep trying. I was on TalkSport today. Appreciate the love. Baptiste Gandhi says, just imagine Jake beating Tommy. Yeah, it can happen. It can happen. Paul Blackmore, sorry, I just can't pay for this one. Thanks for the live. A lot of you don't want to give out your money. I don't blame you, man. 20 quid. But you can't just give out money like that. Jeff Bailey, I like your watch-alongs. What you actually think of Jake Paul? I think Jake Paul's a genius. And I don't have a bad word to say about him. I think the way in which he promotes is fantastic. First round down from Makabu Badu Jack. I think the way in which he promotes is genius. I think he's doing the hardest sport in the world, and he's taking it on. He's having a go. I mean, you got to applaud him. He's having a go. Ivan Thomas, hey Ade, any more Tebet collabs? You guys talking about it, but it doesn't happen as much as it should. Yeah, I was actually supposed to go. He invited me to go on Monday, but I had something to do, so I wasn't able to go. So obviously, I think he done it with Andy Clark and Barry Jones, but we are trying to get it done. It's just timings. That's all it is. Marvin Sims says, hi Ade, just stumbled across your live stream. Always been impressed with your clear and concise views. What's your specific prediction for Jack versus Makabu, please? I've got Ilunga Makabu winning this one on points. I think it goes all the way. I can see both hurting each other, but not enough to get it stopped. What I'm already seeing, though, by the way, is Badu Jack surprisingly on his toes, like he's moving around. Like you wouldn't think that this is the guy that's moved up quite a lot of weight. He looks like he's on his toes. I just wonder how much or how long he can keep this pace up. If he can keep going for a while, then you never know. But he will slow down. He has to slow down. U754 says, so Wilder left Ruiz stranded in the desert. Not Wilder, PBC left Ruiz stranded in the desert. Jason Tucker said, evening, Addy. What time's the fight tonight? They did say 9:30 ring walk, but it's going to be a bit longer than that. I'm thinking around 10 now. Honestly, I'm thinking like we're in the second round. Nice body shot from Badu Jack there. We're in the second round of this fight. And if this goes all the way, and I'm kind of expecting it to go all the way because both fights are quite durable, then I mean you can just do the maths. Still got 10 rounds of 3 minutes. That's 30 minutes. Introductions. Yeah. Well, nice sharp right hand there from Badou Jack. Caught Makabu on the temple. Looked like he stumbled back a little bit, but he's okay. Makabu is there for the taking, man. Any of the English, I think any of the English cruiserweights, the top ones, destroy him. I think so. Chris Dyer says, Ade, have you heard any news on the Usyk Fury fight? Nothing. I would tell you guys, I would have made a video about it. I've heard nothing about it, which is a shame. Disgrace. JD_05 says, Fury clearly cares about money. I like Fury, but he's a massive contradiction. A lot of them are. A lot of these boxers are. A lot of them care. All of them only care about the money, and rightly so. I guess the thing that annoys people about Fury is that Fury pretends he doesn't care about the money, but of course he does. Of course he does. Wilder needs to really put his name back in the pecking order, I think. No, he doesn't. Wilder's okay, especially after that good win against Helenius. Put his ass to sleep. Helenius were coming off 2 good wins as well against Kalnaki. Wilder's right there. He doesn't need to put himself in any pecking order. Sean Innerman says, hey, Ade, love your show. Watching from South Africa. I heard something about AJ and Hergovich. Is there any truth to this? No. There was some talk about AJ. By the way, Makabu's starting to dig a bit, and Makabu's really started to speed up as well. It's like he thinks he's hurt Badou Jack. Makabu's going for some sort of finish like he's hurt Badou Jack. Yeah, Makabu really starting to dig deep and sting with some lefts. Interesting. No, there was a lot of talk about Hergovich versus AJ for this fight coming up in April, but I think that died very quickly. So no, nothing for AJ Hergovich. Maybe something to talk about in the summer. There really should be talk about Hergovich versus Dillian White. I mean, right now we still are unsure as to who Dillian White's going to fight. There's been talk about Otto Volin, but nothing announced. Like Dillian White should be fighting now. Dillian White fought Jermaine Franklin. Wasn't exactly a tough fight, was it? I mean, he didn't get hurt. I mean, he got hurt in the 9th, but that was about it. He should be looking to fight ASAP, and that should be Otto Volin or Hergovich. Nigel78 says, respect Ade. That card yesterday was a joke. The woman passing out, then carrying on. And what was up with Lovejoy's shorts? So out of shape, he ripped his shorts. It's so bad. Honestly, it was so bad. It was the worst. The worst. We go round 3 of Makabu versus Jack for the WBC. Makabu's WBC cruiserweight title. Jack looking to become, I think, a free weight world champion. Or is it 4? Did he fight at 1/6? I don't think so. 168. I don't think he won a proper belt at 175, but look, good luck to him anyway. He's 39, still going, been in some really good fights. Tank versus Garcia is a great fight. Can't wait for it. I got Tank stopping Garcia round 8. That's taking nothing away from Garcia, though. Yeah, I think even if it is an early-ish stoppage, I know that's the second half of the fight, but I think Ryan's going to ask a lot of questions of him, so it's going to be a good one. All of us, nice uppercut from Badou Jack. All of a sudden, by the way, Makabu's on the front foot, and it's Badou Jack that's walking, almost walking towards the ropes. The first couple of rounds, it was Badou Jack that was stalking. Not anymore. Dan Aziz says, do you think other fighters will use PEDs even if Benn is clean moving forward? Nah. I mean, look, we'll see how it plays out. I mean, fighters seem to be able to do whatever they want. A number of fighters probably use drugs, but I'm not sure. Williams Clive, give me that Bivol jacket. $100,000 it's yours. $100,000 it's yours. Hey Ade, did your guest have to go to the supermarket to buy 35,000 eggs? If so, I have an idea who it is. No, that's not who it is. Deep Random Thinker Says, how much of a schooling will Usyk give Fury all over the ring before knocking him out? I don't know about that, man. By the way, Badu Jack's starting to look a bit sort of ragged here, I think. He's still throwing, don't get me wrong, but it just looks a bit one-paced. Makabu looks like he's throwing punches in bunches as he is there. Makabu looks ready for this. Good opportunity for Makabu as well. Nice shots from Makabu. Badu Jack tough, but he's getting tagged here a little bit. Getting tagged. Makabu's showing that, look, I'm the champion. And you know, he's been a long reigning champion as well. What else we got? Someone that's saying that Johnny Nelson's my next guest. No, he's not. 2 secs. JD_5 says, I saw some talk on social media that Tank will likely be imprisoned for 30 days for the hit and run when he'll be sentenced in May. So you should be. Hit and run, you should be. What the hell? Radio Raheem interviewer Mike Tyson, not jealous at all. Not jealous at all. What exactly is Chisora's role in this fight? How come he didn't even know the fight was 8 rounds, yet he's been supposedly promoting the fight for 8 weeks? Look, I'm not going to hate on him. I don't know what his role is. He's been doing a bit of media. BT Sports actually reached out to me and said, do I want to interview Derek Chisora? I had to go to some venue to interview him from my YouTube channel, but I just couldn't do it. But I don't know. I have no idea what his role is, if I'm honest with you. I'll tell you what his role is, though, for him. He's collecting those checks. That's all he cares about right now, is getting that money. And I'm guessing he's going to get on, he's going to take his own big check from this one. He's doing okay. Leo Williams says, what's the attraction to antiques? I like antiques. I go to antique fairs. I don't know. I just, I started finding old bits of furniture and I just started liking it. And I've been doing it for years. I've been going to antique shows for years and just picking up old bits of stuff and either reselling it or keeping it. Right. I have no idea where it started. It might have started for TV shows, Antiques Roadshow and all that shit. What else we got? Tonight, the boxing world will see. What's it going to see? What we got? Jamie Collier. I got 100 on Jake. Tommy's record is beyond trash. I think Woodley and Silva would beat Tommy easily. Yeah, come on, stop it. Of course they wouldn't. No chance. Absolutely no chance. Salute at a punch bow. Oh my God. I just realized I'm reading questions out that are from 8:23. So nearly an hour ago. Wow. Sorry, guys. That's how many questions we have. We're so far behind. Wow. That's unbelievable. Brett Sandler says, greetings from South Africa. Hopefully Paul versus Fury will be more entertaining than watching Liverpool at the minute. You cheeky so-and-so. You cheeky so-and-so. This is interesting. Tonight, the boxing world will see why you don't play boxing. Fury by a highlight. That, you know what, yeah? That, if that happens, then that will be a statement and it will, you're correct, it will show why you don't play boxing. If Fury does destroy him, or it's a tangle of feet, it looks like that's a tangle of feet. Is the ref counting that? The ref is counting as a knockdown. I thought it was a tangle of feet. Ilunga Makabu went down. It looked like a tangle of feet for me. Obviously, Makabu's a southpaw, Badu Jack orthodox, and I thought they had legs crossed. The referee counted it. Badu Jack looks like he's now started to really put a bit of pressure on Ilunga Makabu. I don't think Makabu's hurt. That was a strange knockdown. Charlie Bruce says the fights have been rubbish. The commentator is trying to big up the event because the massive payday when it's rubbish. Yeah, the fights have been crap. Honestly, I need to watch that knockdown again. I thought it was a tangle of feet. I'm surprised by it. Because again, Makabu doesn't really look hurt here as well. And I think Badu Jack knows. That's why Badu Jack's not jumping on him. Strange. But look, that's massive for Badu Jack. Massive. He's going to take a lot of confidence in that. 10-8 round. Ruberilius, still a Ben fan? Yeah, I'm still a Ben fan. I am. Obviously, look, it's it's quite controversial, but I'm still a Ben fan. I am. Oh, let me see this knockdown again. I thought it was a tangle of feet. Let's have a look. It was a tangle of feet. He got caught, but his legs tripped him as well. I'm surprised that Makabu didn't complain about that. Let me see the punch. Did it catch him? Tangle of feet, man. What's the ref doing? Stupid. Clearly a tangle of feet. Let me have a look again. Is there anything? Didn't even catch him. Ref's poor. Ref's poor on that one. That's bad. That's bad. Right, I don't know. It is what it is. Right, the super chat just come through. Had to find it. So many questions coming in. Even at 8, just about to leave the watch to watch the fight in Asper's Casino pub in Westfield. Enjoy the fight. Where are you? You Stratford based. That's near my house. Asper's Casino. That is, I'm literally right there. Jeez. We should go for a drink sometime. All right, here we go. What round is this? Round 5. Can they just hurry up and get this done, please? Because I am now just desperate to see the main event. All this is, I have no interest in it at all. Here we go. All right. What's this one from Neil Boxer 00 says, what do you think about the open scorecards? The corners can see the scores at the end of the 4th and before the 8th. I like it. I think fighters need to know where they are. Some people don't like it, and I get that, but I don't mind it. There's been some times where corners and fighters are cruising and they think they're up and they're down. I remember when Terence Crawford fought Sean Porter, he thought he was doing well, and his corner was like, no, we think you might be down, and he came out and stopped Sean Porter that round. So I think it's important. Fighters actually like it. 2 secs. Ade, forget all the years. All these guys are starting to really swing for the fences now. Badu Jack just tried to throw a forehammer. Makabu's starting to aim for the body of Badu Jack, really digging these body shots in. Nice uppercut from Makabu as well. That was good. That was clean. Makabu's putting power into these shots. His legs have slowed down a bit, though. I wonder if he's maybe sort of putting a bit too much into these. Ade, forget the years of service and loyalty, but do you not think it's maybe time for Yard to leave Tunde and find a new trainer? I'll say this about the new trainer thing. I don't think, good uppercut from Badu Jack. I don't think the new trainer would have helped him against Kovalev, and I don't think the new trainer would have helped him. Certainly wouldn't have helped him against Beterbiev. Would have helped him against Lyndon Arthur, yes. I don't know, man. I like their combination. I think they knew that they needed assistance. They added someone else to the team. I'm not sure. Tom Caffrey says, you being on the club was clash. Wish you appreciated United more, of course, but as expected, I can't appreciate United anymore. I'm a Liverpool fan. I can't give you more than that. I can't. By the way, Badu Jack is not liking these body shots. I mean, he's covering up badly to the body, and Makabu knows it. 10 seconds left of round number 5. And look, I know Badu Jack got the knockdown, which wasn't really a knockdown, but Makabu, I think, is winning the war here. He's almost starting to walk down Badu Jack. Yeah, Makabu round there. Gene Anthony Perrett, have I said that correctly? What's your thoughts on Matthias' win last night? What fights do you want in the 140-pound division? Big win for Matthias. I mean, Ponce is a good fighter and came out strong, but I didn't even realize that Matthias, of his wins, 19 wins, 19 knockouts. And even his little inside work where he looks like he's just tapping the body, it looks like he's hurting. He's got power. And look, I'd love to see him in with Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor's the number 1 in the division. Prograis would be a great fight as well. Let's see what happens between Josh and Teofimo and Prograis and Cattrall. But I mean, he might become a bit of a boogeyman in the division. but someone's going to have to fight him. I just don't know who. Ross Hampton says, boxing politics screwing up big matchups makes Paul versus Fury kind of interesting. Even if there were big matchups, it's still an interesting fight for me. Again, take it for what it is, guys. Don't take this as a world level, bloody. I know there's a WBC belt on the line, but don't take it for that. Take it for what it is. Two novices, they're going to have a scrap that have big followings. There's a reason there's this intrigue to it. We're not intrigued because it's two greats going at each other. We're intrigued because there's a bit of a story to it. That's all it is. Hamza says, from what I've seen from Tommy, this will be fairly easy for Jake. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. SIH says, I want Tommy to win for the sake of boxing, but I don't want the Jake Paul thing to end. He is refreshing for boxing, shows people zero respect, just does his thing. What, are you guys under the impression that if Jake loses, he stops? I've never thought of that. I don't think that's the case. I'm not quite sure if he loses, that's it. I mean, if he loses to a boxer, to a real boxer, there's no shame in that. I mean, if he loses, he fights KSI next. I don't think it stops. He fights Nate Diaz next. I don't think it ends. I think it continues. Yo, Ade, watching the live from India. Jeez, thank you very, very much. Watching from Botswana. This is crazy. Mr. Mill says, if Tommy loses, career over. If Jake loses, just go back to boxing MMA fights. Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. 100%. A lot of you guys asking the ring walk time. Well, look, we're round 6 of this 12-round fight. I do think this is going to go the distance. It's going to happen after this. So we've got 6 more rounds. That's about, 18 minutes. The announcement, I would say about another 35 minutes. That's what I would say. Makabu, yeah, I will say this. Very sharp hands. Very sharp hands. Like, he's got an awkward style. He looks like he's getting tired, but his hands are fast. His feet aren't great, but his hands are very fast. Looks strong as well. Looks solidly built at the weight. Not the biggest cruiserweight, but it would have been very interesting to see what Canelo would have done with him, because I think he would have, looking at him now, I think it would have caused Canelo some problems. But it would have been interesting, right? Everyone assumed that Canelo would have won this fight easily. I don't think so. Dean Robbs says, thoughts on Chris Lovejoy last night. Surely he can never be on a fight card again, or a real fight card again. I find it embarrassing that he's even like. One thing I ask you is just to be in shape. Like, ability is one thing. We all can't be Tyson Fury, Muhammad Ali. We can't. Joe Fraser, Mike Tyson. We all can't be that. But one thing we can be is be in shape. And Lovejoy is about 3 stone overweight. Like, what are you doing? Just fat like that and be a professional fighter. It's embarrassing, man. No one should want. It's not. I don't understand why everyone wants him on cards. It's not like this guy's got this big following where if you get Lovejoy on, you're gonna, everyone's gonna want to tune in. I think pathetic, man. Pathetic. I'm not sure, man. Where are we? How many rounds are they doing? And is it 3-minute rounds? Are they? I think it's 8 threes, right? Am I correct? I think it is 8 threes. Should be 10 threes, but 8 threes is good. Watching from North Carolina by the way of Preston. I love your work. How has it been working for the Zone and Matchroom so far? Jack Askew. Jack, appreciate that, my man. It's been interesting. For the Zone's been amazing. Obviously, look, I've been lucky enough to not just do boxing. I'm doing some MMA stuff with them as well. I've done a lot of football stuff. I've traveled the world. For Matchroom, it's been a bit challenging just because I do this and I like to talk about events and be open and honest. And I've had to kind of maybe tone it down a little bit. So it's been fun. It's been challenging. I will say this though, with Matchroom being at the events and working backstage and sort of growing a relationship with the fighters, it's been good. I've enjoyed it. Like, I'm lucky, man. I get to talk sport for a living. I appreciate how lucky I am. Saint Pepsi. Everyone excited for the Fury Wilder 4 announcement tonight. Ain't happening. Don't know why everyone thinks it's going to happen. I'll be shocked if it does. Very shocked. Where are we? Anything? Trying to look for something a bit different. What's this? Yo, Ade, word on the street is you can find Rory Jennings down in Vodka sleeping on park benches. Can you confirm? No, Rory Jennings is. I don't think Rory Jennings even drinks vodka. I think he's a Guinness man. But he's certainly not sleeping on no park benches. He's sleeping in a very, very nice house. Rory's doing well for himself. Big up Ade. You think Matchroom would ever tap into football agency and build upon its empire into other sports alongside boxing and snooker? Remember, as boxing, snooker, darts, I think angling, golf, and I don't think it will go back into football. When I mean go back in, remember Matchroom or Barry Hearn and Eddie were the former chairman of Leyton Orient Football Club, so they've been into football, but I'm not quite sure if it's something that interests them that much. Oh, nice right hand down the pipe from Badu Jack, and Makabu responds. This fight's going to be very difficult to score. Big overhand right from Badu Jack as well, but Makabu eats them. I think nice body shots from Badu Jack. 1, 2. I think Badu Jack, weird. Makabu just threw a punch on the top of Badu Jack's head there. That's a strange punch. I do wonder if this fight might come down to that knockdown, in round 2, round 3? Tough fight to score this one. Very tough fight. All right, where are we? Hey, Ade, are these guys all wearing 10-ounce gloves, yeah? That last fight, the gloves looked a bit big. They are. They should be anyway. Although, I don't know what fight you're referring to because your question was ages ago. I don't know how small those guys were, but maybe because they were so small. Jack Scam says, Ade, KSI versus Jake Paul would be 10 times bigger. Certainly not 10 times, but it would be bigger. Yeah, KSI versus Jake Paul could be the biggest fight that can be made in boxing. I think it would do bigger numbers than AJ Fury. I do. I think it would be. I think it's a huge fight. I think it's massive. Even at off topic, have you started any series on Netflix since the live? If you, yeah, not on Netflix, but on now I'm watching The Last of Us, which I bloody love. I think the new episode comes out tonight. Obsessed with that. I think it's fantastic. Nathan Photo says Drake put in a $330,000 bet on Jake to win. No joke. I think it was £330,000, right? $400,000. Madness. Absolute madness. To sex. Michael Cree said to my missus, if it was their tenner, I may watch it, but £20 is madness, and I'm not short of money. People just don't want to spend the money. I get it. I get it. I understand, especially if you're a hardcore boxing fan. This maybe isn't for you. Ashley Hutchinson says, hey, Ade, I'm ashamed of myself as a boxing fan that I bought this fight. I'm even really excited about it. Dude, so have I. So have I, and so am I. So don't worry, we're together. Robert Combs says, if Jake loses, well, it was against a boxer. If Tommy loses, it's the end of him. Yeah. If Jake loses, it's fine. Not a problem. If Tommy loses, yeah, there's a problem. There's a big problem. Woo, Jesus. EXE says, big up Ade. Do you feel this may genuinely be a fixed fight purely and simply for a payday? No, I don't. I really don't. I mean, both of them have money fights out there. I mean, if you're Tommy Fury, there's there's talk about you versus KSI. There's talk about you versus Tyron Woodley and Nate Diaz and all the others. Maybe not the same kind of money for Jake, but there's money fights out there for you. If you're Jake, you've got the same names as well. So no, no, not for me. Sammy Pavley says, yes, Addy, how are you, my man? So glad you fixed the internet in the apartment. So am I. So am I. Random Matrix says the pampered pros and greedy managers has caused all this new noob era of boxing explode. There's a bit of that, isn't it? There is. I agree, by the way, that I think there are some pampered pros who seem to want it all now and want the money now. Everyone wants Mayweather money without doing Mayweather work. And I do think there is a problem. I don't think it's greedy managers. I think this broadcasters not working with each other that's causing a big problem. That needs to end. Leo Max says, what percentage do you give Jake Paul? I give Jake Paul 40% chance, which is a lot. 40% is huge. I give him a 40% chance of winning. By the way, this is macabre. I need to watch this fight back later on. This seems like a decent scrap. Endless Nameless says, no, I can't pay for this, but I'm intrigued. Yeah, so am I. Smokester89 says, big up Ade. I love the work rate from Brum. Anyway, away from tonight's fight, do you think Devin Haney should move up weight and fight the winner of Tank versus Garcia? No, I actually like the idea of him fighting Loma. Just because it was supposed to be Loma that fought Kambosos because of what happened in Ukraine, it turned out to be Devin Haney instead. So I think he almost has to give Loma this opportunity. And then after the Loma fight, I do think there is a good chance he goes up to 140. So I think unless Ryan and Shakur follow him up, we'll miss Devin in those big fights against those guys. I think he looks really bad on the scales. He seems to rehydrate and know what to do, but I think he needs to go up in weight after this fight. Where are we? Hey, I'm new to your channel. Jake Paul win 5th round KO. Okay. We're gonna get all of those in a minute. Actually, we're gonna get all. As soon as this ends and we start to build up, we're gonna get your predictions. So they're there. They're down. Am I the only person who believes Fury is going to humiliate Paul? You might be. You know, you might be. I don't think people think it's going to be a humiliation. I think people think Fury will win, but not by humiliation. 30 quid for Hague. That's that drink I just had. We're done with it. Got a little left, actually. I've seen this question come up a lot. I'm going to answer it, but you don't have to put it in 1,000 times. I'm sure I've answered already. Do you think Mayweather will start to fight in smaller venues now after these pathetic sells last night? Yeah, it's not Mayweather's fault. Whoever promoted, like, Mayweather doesn't say let's go for the O2. Whoever decided to bring Mayweather over here thought that they could do the O2, and it was bad. I know they were giving away tickets that they could not give away tickets yesterday. Like, it was bad. Even the food was so overpriced. Like, a burger was 20 quid in the O2, which is ridiculous. But parking at the O2 was 40 quid. 40 quid for parking. Jesus Christ. Flizzy, how empty was the Floyd fight yesterday? Very, dude. I'd say in the end, I think it was around 3,000 max in there. And you know that looks bad when it's a 20,000 seat arena. Makabu really starting to throw now. He's landed a few big ones on Badu Jack, who's still he's moving. He's got his way about him, but starting to look a bit tired as he should be. What round is this? Round 9. He's going to look a bit tired, but so he's still on his toes, still moving. But Makabu's starting to land and dig. I think Makabu knows, look, if this is close, I mean, Badu Jack's known in this area. This is kind of where he fights. He won't get the judge's decision here. They are both swinging, by the way, swinging. Good fight. Very, very good fight. I can't wait to watch this one back. This is what you want. None of that nonsense we had before. This is what you want. Two world level guys. Oh, Makabu landing good shots. Badu Jack eating them. Whew. Badu Jack's had a tough career, you know, very, very tough career. Where are we? Andrew Spence says, oi, oi, Ade. Love the fact that you're covering this, man. We cover everything. We cover everything, Andrew Spence. What's this one? Red London. Hi, Ade. I'm new from London. Are you streaming the fight or we gonna chat? Okay, we're gonna chat. As in chat here, not chat anywhere else. Liam Taylor, let's get to the meet and greet target tonight at a Fury KO 5th. Now, we won't get there tonight, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Remember, we're going to do a meet and greet when we get to 50,000. We're going to do it at Box Park, either Wembley or Shoreditch, ideally Shoreditch. And it's going to be bloody fun. Can't wait for it. What question is this football question? Ade, who is the better player, Mane or Salah? Salah, just. Hey Ade, why do you think Wilder is in Saudi? Because they've paid him to be there. Like, trust me, they pay big money for these guys to come over. Big money. I know someone that was that was dealing with Instagram influencers for the Bivol Ramirez fight. So I know that they pay these guys to come over. So they paid him money, and look, he could be over there discussing, you know, with promoters what he does next. So there's a couple of reasons. If you ever start productions, it's got to be called Green Chair Productions and look like the Death Row logo with you sitting in the green chair. It's a winner. Yeah, it will definitely be called Green Chair Productions, by the way. Definitely. We got a few things planned. I think someone asked this before. What's up, Ade? I reckon Derek Chisora is going into the promoting game. You know anything? I don't, but I do think he will, and I think he will do it not with quote unquote real fighters, but maybe sort of the YouTube. By the way, Badu Jack landed a couple of big right hands here. Makabu on the ropes, tired, like he's hanging on. Badu Jack's landed a couple of big right hands, and Makabu is sitting on the ropes. That was interesting. For a second there, if you're Badu Jack, you're thinking you've got a chance. Makabu's now spun him around, and now it's him that's forcing Badu Jack on the back foot. But better round there from Badu Jack, who landed a couple of big right hands. A few of you asking how long until the main event. Oh, now Makabu fires back. 1, 2, 3, 4, stinging. A minute left of round number 10. We are in the championship rounds now. This is it. It's going to be won or lost in these 3 rounds, I think. Both of them are going for gold here. It's a great fight, by the way. Great cruiserweight fight. Like, winner stays on. Loser, I think loser stays on as well. I really do. I mean, they could go again. They could easily go again, these two. Good matchup. Ade, have you watched Luther? Of course I've watched Luther. The next Luther is going to be interesting because the next one, remember, all the Luthers were produced by the BBC. The next one, oh, beautiful uppercut from Badu Jack. Wonderful. And a nice left as well, chopping left. Throws that left 3 times, 4 times. This is a fight. This is one hell of a fight. Wow. Yeah, so the new Luther is actually going to be produced by Netflix. So I wonder if it's going to have a little different feel to it, maybe. Maybe a bit more money spent on it. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, it should be good. Wow. What's this one? Euro 77 said this fight will do 1 million pay-per-view buys to me. The Saudis would bankroll boxing forevermore. Millions, a lot. I don't know about 1 million. I mean, I think 1 million's too far. Wait, yeah, it'll get. I said 500,000, but I don't see how it does 1 million. Um, is it on the zone? This is on the zone, but the zone, Brazil and Canada, I think they're the only ones that have the rights for this. Courtney Purcell says, why would anyone believe Mike Perry? He's definitely got CTE or something. I think Mike Perry is involved in it. Mike Perry was supposed to be the stand-in for this. So Mike Perry was there making sure that if any of the fighters didn't fight or miss weight, Mike Perry would have stepped in. So yeah, I do think there's something about this leak of a script of how this fight's going to play out. I think there's something more to it. What's this one? Yes, Ade, mate. Met you outside the OVO Arena at the last KSI fight. Big up yourself, bro. Much love, man. Thank you, my man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Elliot Francis, any news on Liam Smith and Chris Eubank rematch? Yeah, it's happening. June is the date they're looking at, May or June. It's more likely to be June, July, I think, after the summer ends, but they are looking at it. Baddy Jack really starting to land big on Makabu here. Makabu's hurt. His legs are starting to wobble a bit. Badou Jack is sensing it now as well. Badou Jack looks like he might become the new WBC Cruiserweight champion here. This would be an incredible win for Badou Jack, by the way. Incredible. I'm not trying. Look, for me, Makabu's always been the weakest champion, but regardless, this is a 39-year-old Badou Jack here. It's a good win. Am I going to UFC 286 in London? I'm not. I think it's the 26th of March. I will be away. I'm going to the Bahamas. My friend's getting married, so I leave on the 21st. I've been asked to try and come back early on the 25th to do an event in Newcastle, but I think I'm going to stay out there for the week to celebrate my friend's wedding. Useful Idiot says, did you know from 2015 to 2020, 15 Premier League footballers failed drug tests, some for PEDs, no bans. Why is PEDs in other sports ignored? You could easily end a player's career with a bad tackle. Clubs don't have to say, they don't have to tell anyone when a player's failed a drugs test, unfortunately. It's really bad. But sometimes, though, Badou Jack's starting to really put these together. That was good. I think Badou Jack's won this fight. I've not really been watching it, but I think he's won this fight. Sometimes, though, if you go onto UCAD, their website, it does give you a list of who's failed drug test. It doesn't really release the footballer's name. It releases like rugby players and athletics, but sometimes you get a footballer's name pop up in there. If you ever see a footballer that's randomly out injured for 3 or 4 months, probably failed a drug test. What we got here? What we're looking at? 11 seconds left of round number 11. Badou Jack thinks he's won this fight, and he probably has. Or good uppercut from Makabu. Makabu's going to need one hell of a round 12 to get this. He's still fighting though. Makabu's still putting it on him, but I think Makabu, this is slipping away, boy. Raymond Hell says, Ade, do you think Fury is going to get out of the Usyk fight? He's not as mentally strong as we are led to believe. I agree with that last sentence, by the way. It's funny how Fury gave AJ, what did he give AJ? 10 days to negotiate. How long's this negotiation been between Wilder, Fury? Was there another knockdown in that round that I missed? There was a knockdown. Oh, that's that then. I missed that. I didn't even know there was another knockdown. Makabu knocked down again. Wow. That's that. Badou Jack's won this fight then. How long has this negotiation been going on between Wilder? Wilder. They're just showing Wilder now. Fury and Usyk. I don't know. I'm not sure what's happening here. Final round. Makabu is going to need something special. Well, Badou Jack's the new WBC Cruiserweight champion. Wow. Brooke Pacquiao? I ain't heard this. Ade, what's your thoughts on Brooke versus Pacquiao if it happens? This is the first I'm hearing of this. I will do a video about this immediately. I did not know about this. Don't like it for Kell Brook at all. I don't like it for both of them, if I'm honest with you. Don't like it. Um, nah, not for me. There's nothing in it for me. No excitement for that at all. Zero. I hope it doesn't happen. As I hope Conor Benn doesn't fight Pacquiao as well. Like, Pacquiao's retired. What are we doing? David LFC Champions 2020 says, "What's good, Ade? Hope you're well. Did you think? Wait. Oh my God, the referee stopped it. The referee has stopped it, and is Makabu protesting? Mike Tyson's laughing ringside. Is Makabu protesting? I can't see anything. He seems to have accepted. They're not happy. Look, Makabu needed a knockdown to win anyway after two knockdowns, or even a knockout. Makabu's going nice. Makabu's going to Badu Jack. Badu Jack's obviously praying on the floor. Devout Muslim. Makabu's waiting. They embrace. Okay. I need to see the stoppage. I need to see it. That's a big, big win for Lungu Makabu. Big win. Happy for him, man. Happy for him. WBC. I wonder what he does with that. Let's have a look at the knockout again, or the stoppage. Let's see. So Makabu is the one that's pressing the action. Obviously, he realizes that he needs to do something. Oh, big shot from Badu Jack. Really right on the temple. Big shot. Makabu's covered up on the ropes, and the referee jumps in, gets involved. Yeah, Makabu's not even protesting. He was hurt. He knows he was hurt. Big win. Big win. All right. Not long left, guys. I'd say we've got about 15, 20 minutes now. They're going to obviously do the announcement, and then it's showtime. Gary Wells, hi, Ade. Do you have a favorite British fighter of all time? Yeah, what? Two. I've got two, and I can't split them. Prince Asim Hamed, Nigel Benn. I can't split them. Gun to the head, I'd say Prince Asim Hamed, but I love Nigel as well. 2 secs. Where else are we? 2 secs, people. What's this one? Fury versus Wilder is on. Usyk is off. Don't, until we get an announcement, don't believe any of that. Who do I want to win? That's a good question. Who do I think will win? Tommy Fury. Who do I want to win? Jake Paul. I think I want Jake Paul to win. I like Jake Paul. Look, I like both. I've interviewed both. I've spoken to both. But I like the story of Jake Paul. I really do. Congratulations, man, to Lungu Makabu as well. Congratulations to Badu Jack. Badu Jack's a good guy, man. Good people. He's now the WBC Cruiserweight Champion. Wow. Incredible. I mean, will he fight? He won't fight Lawrence Okoli. I know that. I mean, would he fight Chris Billings Smith? Would he fight Richard Riakporhe? Don't know. All right. Julio Vasquez, big fan of yours. What do you know about Canelo Ryder? What's next? Obviously, look, Canelo, it's going to happen in Mexico. I think Canelo's announced that, so that's not a secret. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. But yeah, it's Canelo Ryder next. That's the fight, man. That's what's going to happen. Good luck to Ryder. I mean, it's weird because there was talks about Middle East. There was talks about the Emirates Stadium. There was talks about Vegas. I don't think Ryder would have picked Mexico. But hey, he's going to get paid. You get a chance to take on the undisputed champion. You get a chance. You never know, right? Boxing's a crazy sport. You get a chance to do something. But yeah, no. If, in brackets, Fury gets beat, I would genuinely feel sorry for him. He's under a lot of pressure. Losing this fight will be a massive psychological blow that will be very hard to recover from. Yeah, but it helps when you get paid $2.5 million, whatever he's getting paid. So he's fine. He's okay. This is crazy. Like thingy's just got to stop. I mean, Mauricio Solomon just gives belts away. So they've given the WBC belt to Badu Jack, and they've given his trainer a WBC belt as well. Everyone's just getting belts for fun. Everyone. Um, Derek Chisora is there again. I'm not quite sure what. I have no idea what Chisora is doing here. It's crazy. It's crazy. Um, what's this one? Adi Oladipo. What time do boxers go bed the night before with fights starting at 11 p.m.? Do they go bed at like 5 a.m. to stay fresh? I don't know. All boxers do different things to get ready for fights. I have no idea. I'm honestly, I have no idea in terms of sleep patterns and what they do. Fighters are different breeds. It's difficult to work them out. That's nice. Badu Jack and his family. Badu Jack's had an amazing career. Let's not forget he's from Sweden. From Sweden, went to America. Not many people knew him. Signed by Floyd Mayweather, had those fights. You think of the fight against James DeGale. That was a great fight. Um, Now look at him, man. James DeGale, George Groves. Did he fight James DeGale as well? My brain's fried. But look at him now, WBC Cruiserweight Champion. I love it. I love it. Good luck to him. John Oliver says, Ade, do you think Wilder was disheartened after the trilogy because he didn't win at least one of those fights? Because in history, someone has at least won one fight in a trilogy. Maybe. But let's he thought Fury cheated. Like, there was so many things. He thought Fury was on drugs. He thought Fury had loaded gloves. He never really thought that he was being beaten by the better man. He thought Fury cheated. So I think that's why he was disheartened. Ade, you should sue the British Boxing Court of Control too. You could have planned a weekend abroad, but they effed you as well. I got paid for the weekend, but look, I just want to. I think Conor Ben's handled this so badly. If I want to say everything, I don't know what's going on with it all, man. I think like, it's just been. It's not just Conor Ben. It's the management. It's everyone. I think it's just awful, awful. But look, can we just get on to the bloody main event now, please? Nearly 1,800 of you in the live. If you are new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. Do me a favor, please, and press that like button as well. Share the live. We're about to commentate. We're gonna go for this. This should be fun. Why a lot of you are saying Fury versus Wilder is on? Where are you getting this information from? Triple R says Connor is mad defensive about his rep. Probably thinks deep down he let his dad down, so that's why he's making a big deal of it. He's so defensive of it. You almost feel like there might be some truth to it. Look, that's just me. Don't judge me. I'm just saying what I think is going through his head. He's just so. I've never seen someone that has tested positive twice, but is adamant he did nothing wrong. It is interesting. I can't wait to see what more comes out in this because I think there's a lot more. Do you listen to the George Groves boxing podcast? It's bloody brilliant. Great insight. Guests such as lawyers, referees, strength conditioning and nutrition coaches, boxing and promoters. I need to listen to it. I haven't. I have to admit, I've not. I've watched little clips of it, but I've not listened to it fully. And I will. I will now you said that. What time is the Jake fight on, please? I'm hoping in the next 10 minutes. We've been on air now. We've been on this live for about 2 hours. So hopefully in about the next 10 minutes or so. Why you got your hood up indoors? Because I've turned my heater off to save the bills in this bloody big room. And it's a bit chilly. And I can't be asked to turn the heater on. It's just over there and I can't be asked. So I thought, you know what? Let's hoodie it. Ade, hello from Sam and Ella. Do you think Tommy is capable of the KO? And is there a chance this could be a possible draw or controversial ending for a big payday rematch. Um, there definitely could be a controversial ending. Draw, very unlikely. Controversial ending, certainly possible. I love they're showing the BT Sports studios. I love those studios. Very clean, very simple. Who's in there? Anthony Croller, Carl Froch, Denzel Bentley. I like it. It's good. We are nearly there, peeps. We are nearly there. What else we got? That's nice. Is rubbish. Not having that. I heard Mayweather's outgoings were 11 million a month. How can you just hear things like that? When people say that, I heard from who? His accountant? Where'd you hear this from? Who's going to know that information apart from his accountant? Look, he does spend a lot of money. I mean, the private jets, the security team. How many security members are with him? Like again, I remember he was walking to the ring yesterday, and no joke, there was about 40 to 50 people around him. It almost makes me feel like everyone's eating a little bit here. So it's definitely a lot. 11 million though, absolutely no chance it being 11 million. That's ridiculous. No way. And even if it was anywhere near that figure, he would be making that money back. But 11 million, no way. Triple R, Mike Tyson is everywhere these days. He misses clout. Yeah, Mike Tyson doing the most. But good luck to him. It's good to see Mike like this. There was a time, I'm not joking, there was a time about 20 years ago where I didn't think Mike would be alive today. I thought his life was just, I don't know, on a slippery slope. But it's good to see him. He's good now. He's out. His podcast is good. He's obviously had that fight with Roy Jones a couple of years ago. I'm a big fan of Mike, man. It's good to see him doing well. Ade, do you like Indian food? If yes, what's your favorite dish? Chicken curry. I like a bit of chicken curry, I have to admit, but not as much anymore. I need to find a way of making it very healthy because there was a place near me and it was almost a treat because I didn't think it was very healthy, but a good chicken curry. You're making me lick my lips. I might have to look at the Uber Eats and order something now. Addy, if you could box two people, one celebrity and one of your choice, who would you choose and why? You must choose at least one person that you don't like. So you're just trying to make trouble. Who don't I like? Kind of like I'm not a not like person. You know who annoys me a little bit? Actually, let me not say. I don't want to start trouble. I don't want to start trouble. Let me not say. Who would I box though? I would like to box. I'd like to get in real good shape. So someone that's gonna like make me want to get in shape for the challenge. Trying to think who's out there. Who would I like to box? Can't think of anyone, Honestly, I can't think of anyone that I'd like to box. Can't think of anyone. Give me someone. Chuck me some names, but I can't think of anyone. Honestly, I can't think of anyone. I'm not really a dislike person. I don't really hate anyone like that. Dev Sani annoys me a little bit, but I wouldn't box him because he's a lot smaller, and I think that's unfair. But he annoys me a little bit with his tweets. Lee Jones, Big Depot in the house, top lad. Guys, I'm just ready to go. Honestly, it's the first. We haven't done a live for ages. I'm just excited, and I just want us to get this done. Mickey Goldmill, Jake's got no chance. David Hay picked him to win. Yeah, I think everyone always goes. David Hay's like me. He gets all the predictions wrong. The inevitable. Do you ever think Spence versus Crawford will happen? No, I don't. I think we've missed it now, unfortunately. That's boxing sometimes. I mean, I grew up in an era where I missed Riddick Bowe versus Lennox Lewis. You missed some of these fights. I missed Paul Williams versus Floyd. I know it's different. Margarito versus Floyd. Sometimes you miss them. Junior Witter versus Ricky the Hitman Hatton. It happens, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it happens. Yes, do me that favor, please, people. Hit the like button. Just another one to remind you. Hit the like button, people. We are, I think, about 10 minutes away from the main event. Kenshiro, Drake put 40,000 on Jake to win, and if Tommy loses, then the Furies will cut him off. I reckon. It can't just cut off your son. And by the way, he didn't put 40,000; he put 400,000. 400, and I think he stands to win 1.4 million. I think it was. October Red says hit the likes button. You got to listen to Miss October Red when she talks. Todd Boyd says, do you think Joshua will ever fight again in the USA? Where would the AJ Wilder fight be? The AJ Wilder fight will be in the Middle East, or the UK or Nigeria. I think the USA will be right down the bottom of options, right down the bottom. Triple R says Dalton Smith versus Jack Catchell will be a good fight in 2 years' time if they sell it as a War of the Roses. Yeah, we're still miles away from that. Miles. Dalton Smith, still, look, he had a British fight the other day, British title fight that went the distance against the English champion. Jack Catchell last year beat the undisputed 140-pound champion in my eyes. So, yeah, we're a bit of a way from the likes of Dalton Smith, who I think is a good fighter, but I think that fight on the weekend or the week gone showed me that he's still got a couple of things I think he needs to get ready, needs to kind of get better at. Lee Jones, protect Ade, national treasure. That we are. That we are. All right, let's where are we? I'm trying to get rid of the bots very quickly. 2 secs, peeps. I thought I saw a super chat so quickly. I feel bad if people put super chats in, I don't read them straight away. I'm trying to get to you very quick. Oh my god, there's too many questions. Boxing Beats and Rhymes. Is that Mr. What? Boxing Beats and Rhymes in the building, yeah? Jeez. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. You should be doing a live. You're sending me money. You should be doing a live right now yourself. Where are you? But I appreciate the super chat, bro. Thank you very much. We need to talk. In fact, all right, let me just, this is the super chat is from Egan Donnelly. I can't find it, but I can see it. Hi, Ade. Keep up the great work. Are you ever going to join your sidekick Rory on the club as a guest? I was on the club. I'll find that super chat again. I was on the club. I was on today. We had a busy day today. I went to Wembley Stadium. I then went to the club, and now we've just got here. So we had a busy day today. So as soon as this live is done, we're going to crash because I am shattered. Boxing Views says, Ade, great to see you at the Nottingham card a couple of weeks ago. AJ versus Wilder in Saudi this year. Doubt it. I would look, I'd love it to happen. I doubt it. Sometimes you just feel like these fights that we're so desperate to see, just boxing doesn't really give us them. And AJ Wilder seems to be one of those that just ain't happening for some reason. Dougie 1872 says, thoughts on Fury, Lewis, Foreman, Benn 2 spar 1. What's that mean? Oh, Benn 2 spar 1. Okay. I will Benn, Fury, and Foreman spar. Actually, I would not want to spar Lewis. Okay, no, I would Benn, Lewis, and Foreman and spar Fury. I think Foreman will hurt me. Lewis will hurt me. Fury will hurt me, but hurt me less. So that's what I'm going for in that one. Super chat from my sister October Red. Thank you Thank you to everyone for the super chats. Honestly, it means a lot. Thank you so much. You guys are basically paid for me to watch the fight, so appreciate you. Deep Random Thinker says, if Luke shits himself, Usyk versus Wilder. Luke is enticing Luke Fury. I love Usyk Wilder because Usyk Wilder is one of those fights where, like, you feel like Wilder will land one. Like, Usyk will outbox him and Usyk will potentially hurt him, but you feel like Wilder will land one. I'm telling you now, if he lands on Usyk's chin, Usyk ain't getting up until to the middle of next week. Like, honestly, but yeah. So I think he will land one. So I'm going for Wilder to win it. That'll be a great fight. Like, Wilder will be getting outboxed and he'll get hit everywhere, and then he'll just land one. I'm convinced of it. Man, that guy has got some power that don't make sense. Joey Knight Podcast says, yes, Ade, smashing it, bro. You inspired me to start my own podcast. I DM'd you recently with a link to my stuff. Any chance of some feedback? No rush. Did you DM me? If you DM'd me, DM me on Instagram. In fact, let me put my Instagram up so you guys can see it. Am I able to put I don't know, but my Instagram is Ade Oladipo anyway. You guys should Ade Oladipo. ADE, you know how to spell my name. If you want to message me on there. It's probably the best way to get through to me. Send me a DM. But yeah, Joey Knight, send that link, please, so I can have a look at it. But if anyone else wants to send me a DM to have a little chat, by all means, you can do so. All right, it's going to quickly go through. I thought I saw a couple more super chats. I just want to quickly read them. Again, thank you to everyone that's left questions, super chats, etc. We are going to get to the questions again. I am going through them as fast as I can, but there are thousands of questions. And I'm not joking. When I say thousands, I genuinely mean thousands. But we're getting close to the main event time now. So hopefully, this is the one I wanted to read because I felt bad. Here we go. Egan Donnelly says, hi, Ade. Keep up the great work. Are you ever going to join your sidekick, Rory, on the club as a guest or anything? Yeah, so to answer the question, I was there today. I went to the studios, amazing studios, by the way, in Hackney. What a setup. It was such a privilege to see how good their setup is. Obviously, look, I've got a small setup, I've got a small camera, but it was good to see what can be done. So yeah, I was there today, and I'm sure I'm going to do loads more in the future as well. So yeah, I appreciate the question. All right. By the way, that there is my Instagram handle, Ade Oladipo. So feel free to follow me on Instagram if you haven't done so before. I do post a lot of stuff on my stories about where I am and what I'm doing. So if you do fancy it, feel free to follow me on Instagram. All right. Michael Buffer is in the ring, the highest paid person in boxing, without a shadow of a doubt. All right, let's read out some more questions. Guys, as they're doing it, I need you all to do me a favor. Put your predictions in so we can see them. Put your predictions in. Do me this favor as well. Hit the like button as well, peace people. All right, let's get some predictions. Is this true? Is Jay saying this is true? 1,400 people in the building, only 98 likes. Guys, I need you all right now just to smash the like button. Very important, helps the channel. Please smash the like button for me, please. I didn't even look at that. I haven't seen this video yet. I've seen a clip, but I've not seen a proper video. Ade, did you see the video when Tyson and Wilder came face to face? I haven't. I will look at it. I haven't seen it. Fred Taylor says, big up Ade from Ukraine. Ade, Jake Paul has definitely gained my respect, but I still want Tommy to win. If he doesn't, no sense to continue the career as if he cared, in brackets. Yeah, I don't know if he cares about it like Huey, like Tyson, like his dad wants him to. Or maybe we're just seeing it the wrong way. I'm not quite sure. I don't know. But he has to win. Tommy has to win. That's a lot of pressure to deal with, but I think he will win. Hi, I'm Fieldy. Really enjoyed watching you on the club today, Ade. Do you think Liverpool will turn it around in the second leg? No. I think Liverpool won't. I think we're going to get smashed by Real Madrid, and I think that is that. We're rubbish right now. Ade, who would you like Jake Paul to fight next? What is a small step up from Tommy? Well, Tommy's a real boxer. So that's a difficult question. I mean, I think he's more likely to fight people like Nate Diaz next. Look, he's got 3 big fights that he wants. He wants Nate Diaz, he wants KSI, he wants Conor McGregor. So I think it's more likely to be Nate Diaz. And I think that fight will be live on PFL. All right, who's coming out first? Who's walking to the ring? Who's this? Here comes Tommy Fury, people. Here we go. This feels like a big one, doesn't it? I've got that feeling in my stomach. This feels like a massive fight. He's smiling. The nerves must be there, but he's from a fighting family. This is what he does. He fights. But this is, boy, it must be nerve-wracking for him. It must be. All right, I'm going to scroll all the way down now because I want your predictions. I want to just scroll all. So I'm missing loads of questions. I do apologize. But I just need to get the predictions in. I'm sorry, peeps, because the fight is about to start. What's this super chat here I just saw? Do you think Jermaine Franklin has a good chance to beat AJ? No. I don't, honestly. I think surely AJ beats him. Surely. Come on. Seda Olmez says Tommy looks shook. No. He looks like he's about to have a fight. I don't know what you expect him to look like. I remember speaking to Carl Froch about this for his fight against Lucien Bute, and he's like, up until when they were in the ring, I asked him about Michael Buffer. I said, do you care about Michael Buffer introduction? And he said, no, it doesn't even think about it. He says, only when the referee calls them together, that's when he's ready to go. But he's scared. He's scared up until then. All right. All right, what we got here? Let's get the predictions in. Christine says Fury 5th round stoppage. Wazza said Paul wins. Stephen Ford, Tommy Fury by points. Jack the Hat, Jake Paul. Gurman Haran, Jake Paul in 1. Stop it. Jake Paul in bloody 1. Paul Forrest says Paul to KO Fury in 2. A big overhand right. What's this one? In podium, I was Jake Paul, but I've changed to Tommy now. Interesting. John McCormack says, tell you what, that's about the quickest turnaround between co-main for a pay-per-view fight I've seen in a long time. Paul on points. Yeah, they've turned this around very quick. Tyson Fury walking his brother. John Fury there as well. Walking Tommy to the ring. Oh, I do love this. I think this is fantastic. By the way, that's in the exact same arena that AJ fought Ruiz. I've just seen, I've realized it's the exact same arena. Elliot Francis, Fury KO in 6. What's this one? Green Goblin, Fury TKO. Samuel Munns, Tommy in the 3rd. A lot of people saying Tommy. A lot of people saying Tommy. Okay, no, not this one. Naeem Islam, Jake Paul round 6. I hope that Jake's not got no elaborate entrance here. I really want them just to get this on. Hope it's not no big ass entrance, which won't surprise me if it is. Rufai Hudson, both fighters will get knocked down in the 1st, but Jake will recover better and finish Tommy. You think this is a Rocky movie, don't you? Cy H says, who would have thought a few years ago we would be paying pay-per-view to watch this and having a live watch along to a main event in Saudi with a YouTuber? Crazy, isn't it? Mate, the boxing world is changing. The boxing world is changing. I think I've done this one already, but we'll read it again. Green Goblin, Fury. I wonder how many people are there. Like, doesn't see. I wonder what the capacity is in that place. I'm not sure. Sadar Olmies, Jake on points. Paul Boss says Tommy within 4. He must be there somewhere. Blanco's fanboy says, is Salt Bay in the ring? He's not. Wait 1 second. Is Mike Tyson walking out? It looks like Mike Tyson's about to walk out Jake Paul. Surely he's not aligned to Jake Paul like this, or is he? Fury to win on points. Jake by knockout, 5th round. I think everyone's basically, no one knows. You know what I've realized? No one's got a clue. No one's got a clue. Jake Paul, are they going to knock on the door? They're just showing Jake Paul's dressing room. So he's still not even ready to come out yet. What's this? Ade, I had a bad dream about you once. Can I DM you? No, you cannot. No, you cannot DM me about a bad dream. What the hell? Look at this guy. Not advocating this at all. Just done the second line. I'm flying. What is Jake Paul doing? Oh, he's not even got his top on yet. They're putting his top on now. His gown or whatever it is on. He's having a little wander around in the dressing room. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. He should be walking to the ring. I'm not sure what's happening. Is he looking for something else? Okay, he wants a bit of water. He's got a bit of water. Here we go, Logan Paul. Logan Paul is carrying a bucket load of prime. Here we go. Problem child is walking to the ring. He's wearing 2 different color gloves. I've never seen that before. He's wearing a black and a white one. Now, look, they're the same brand, obviously, so it's fine. But I've never seen someone with 2 different color gloves. Mate, this fight is going to do crazy numbers. Honestly, it must be all over Twitter. I've not even had a look at Twitter, but this must be trending right now. What we got here? Fury rounds 2 to 3 TKO. JSD 525 Fury by devastation. I don't know what devastation means. Is that a first round knockout? Is that a second round knockout? I have no idea. Jake Paul is just walking to the ring. He looks nervous. He's nervous. Now, 100% he's nervous. Now, look, it doesn't mean anything, but I'm telling you now, he's nervous. He needs to get his legs working. He looks like he is shitting himself. I'm not even playing. It don't mean anything. He's had a big deep breath as well. He's nervous. He's going to be a bit nervous, but it looks like he's really panicking. Boy, Michael Buffer about to do his thing. All right. Someone's asking me, Ade, what's your prediction? My prediction is Jake Paul Tommy Fury round 5. That's my prediction. Pure blood bastard 333 language. There is no way Tommy wins. Why is there no way the boxer wins? Come on, stop it. Useful idiot. Ade, can't you do a poll so we can see the percentage? Guys, I don't know how to do it. I need to learn how to do all these things. Unfortunately, we're just a one-man machine here. We're just a one-man machine. We need to work on all these stuff, but we'll get there. We'll get there. What's this one? Ralph Tell says, so many stars there. What an event they putting on. Take me to Saudi. This is what Saudi want, don't they? They're trying to show the world that, you know, they've changed and it's a different world now. We'll see. We'll see. Here we go. Here we go. Jake Paul walking to the ring, the problem child. They got Deji. They're just showing Deji for some reason. KSI's brother, Mike Tyson, Devin Haney. Jesus, a lot of people there. Is KSI there? I don't know if KSI's there. It will be interesting. Logan Paul is giving out bloody prime bottles as he's walking to the ring. Anything for self-promotion, my man. AJ built the foundations of the Saudi boxing. Did he? Was it AJ at the first fight? I know the World Boxing Super Series final with George Groves and Callum Smith was there as well before AJ fought over there. But that big one, yeah, no doubt about it. AJ versus Ruiz. 100% built it. 100%. What do you think they're both getting paid? I've heard like Jake Paul anywhere between sort of 5 and 7 million, and Tommy Fury like 3 million. Both are getting paid big bucks, big bucks. And I think that's a minimum guaranteed. I think once the pay-per-view numbers come back, I think they're going to get paid a lot more. It's this big money, big money. Eddie Hearn said Fury within 4. Yeah, everyone's guessing. Melvin Nicholas, Tommy in 5, clean KO. Looks amazing, by the way. Visually, looks really, really good, doesn't it? They put on a good show. I mean, the Saudis know what they're doing when they're pushing boxing. And you know what? I think if you are sort of America and you know your T-Mobile Arena, you've got to be careful that you don't lose your big events to places in the Middle East, because they seem to be taking some of the big events, man. They really do. All right. Larayon Vert says, here's the thing, Tommy's record is suspect. I think since like literal middleweights have gone on to do a better job on his opponents. Tommy's record's very suspect, but so is Jake's. Look, both of them ultimately aren't that good. But that's why it's good, because they're both not that good at the same level. If one was here and one was there, we wouldn't be interested. Because they're both like that, it's actually quite an interesting thing to see. Logan looks a bit nervous. Jake's mum's there, Jake's dad's there, Logan's there. Everyone looks a bit nervous. Malnourished Matty, say what you want, but fights where nobody has a clue what happens are the most exciting to go into. Fact. How many times do we watch boxing and 99% of the time we kind of know? No one has a clue. Looking at all the people's predictions, ain't no one got a clue. Everyone just guessing. Everyone guessing. Where are we? Listen to the boos for Jake Paul. Doesn't matter. Trust me, boos don't matter. What do you want? You want boos means people are somehow invested in you. What you don't want is where people are just indifferent and they don't boo or clap. Boos are good. Trust me, boos are good. You take them. You take them. Will Dogan here, going a bit off what I said a bit earlier about Jake looking nervous. Yeah, I think he does. I think he looks a bit nervous. I really do think he looks a bit nervous. I can't wait for this, boy. We are close. Introductions are happening as we speak. We are very, very close, people. Tommy Fury has the longest arms I've ever seen on a boxer. It's like they come down to his knees. Crazy. Jake Paul got a fight in his hands now. Fury has to win. Ain't that deep though. What's this one? Jake looked like he shit the bed. What's this? Why do you ignore the existence of T and Booth? Even Eddie Hearn acknowledged him. What do you mean ignore the existence? I don't understand. You need to explain that to me. Is he? I don't understand. Like, do I need to mention him? I don't like. Is anything happened? What's going on? Ignored him for what? I certainly haven't ignored him. Edward Rickett says, I think it's a big mistake having all the Furies in the ring, because things will feel very lonely for Tommy once the bell goes. Oh, that means nothing. All that stuff means absolutely nothing. Like, he's a fighter, dude. He fights. He's not going to feel lonely in the ring. What is this? This is kindergarten. Being holding your hands and going to school. I mean, nothing. This is taking too long. Come on. I know. I feel you, bruv. I feel you. Even me, I'm like, come on. Can we just get this over and done with, please? I'm bloody like, I'm like that with it. But we've waited. This stream's been going 2.5 hours. We're okay. We can wait a bit longer. We can wait a bit longer. Appreciate the live, Addy. No way I wanted to pay for these two stinkers, Chaz Chili. Don't worry, Chaz. I'll pay for it for you. Where are we? Craig R says Jake's getting out on his arse in the first and finish in the fourth. You know, even if Jake does lose, it's the credit you have to give to Jake, man. Look, I mean, this guy he's fighting. He's fighting. Everyone that's fighting YouTubers, he's actually trying to fight a real fighter, man. You got to give credit. JPK Wells says Tommy too fast. 1 to 4 rounds. 1 to 4 rounds. 5 and 6 closer, but still Tommy's rounds. Jake takes 7 and 8, but too little, too late. Man's got it all written out. Man's got it all written out. All right, guys. Ready? Here we go. All right, ref's calling them to the center of the ring. Let's see what happens now. Here we go, boy. Big deep breath from Jake Paul. Tommy Fury looks ready. Tommy Fury looks like he's putting a lot of weight. Remember, they weighed in at 184 pounds. Tommy Fury looks above the 200-pound limit right now. Ding, ding. Let's see what they've got. Let's see what they've got. Let's see who's got the faster hands. Oh, Tommy's got fast hands. Jake. All right, ref, come on, ref. This is not a wrestling match. Tommy wants to go at Jake. Ref, come on, ref. Let's let them fight. What's wrong with you, man? Jesus Christ. Let's see what Jake can do. This is going to be messy. This is going to be very, very messy. They're going to need a ref in here that, I don't know who this ref is, but they're going to need a ref in here that's going to be able to kind of tell these guys, look, stop this and let's fight. Because they're holding. There's a lot of holding and hugging right now. A bit of an elbow there from Jake Paul. Little rabbit punch on the back of the head for Jake Paul as well. A minute gone in round number 1. I knew it. Refs called them together already. Timeout. Refs called them together. I knew he would as well. It's going to get messy. It's so heated between these two. It's going to get messy. Ref calls them back in. Let's see what they can do. Little jab there to try and set things up from Tommy Fury. We got a fight, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, big swing and a miss there from Jake Paul. Tried to land that big overhand right that slept Tyron Woodley. Nothing this time. Jake Paul's Tommy Fury initiating the clinch as well. Both of them are messy. Well, referee's giving him a warning. Because, you know, Tommy Fury always gets Jake Paul in a headlock, and referee's kind of warned him, stop doing that. Both of them, I mean, in terms of boxing ability here, this ain't great, but look, both are very, very nervous. On the break there, on the clinch, Tommy lands at 1-2, probably the first scoring punches of the round. Jake tries to go to the body, nothing. Both of them, though, boxing like they're scared. And I get it. You are going to be a bit nervous. You are. Remember, it's only an 8 3-minute rounds. I'm not quite sure who you give this first round to. We've got a minute left of the first round. Very scrappy. Ref warning Jake Paul about hitting on the top of the head. Neither have landed anything. Neither have used their jabs very well at all. But both of them are going to get into it. Nice jab there from Tommy Fury. A good jab. Landed clean. Remember, he's got these really long levers. Tommy Fury. Jake Paul walking Tommy Fury backwards, though. Tommy Fury lands on a 1-2. Nothing really on that right hand. The left caught Jake Paul, but the right, nothing. Jake Paul tries to land a body shot. Nothing on it. Tries to land another body shot, this time with the big right hand. Nothing on it. Tommy Fury avoided that one. Well, Tommy Fury fighting on the back foot, which surprised me. I thought he would be the one to try and push Jake Paul back. He tries to land a 1-2. Not much in it at all. 14 seconds left of round number 1. It's a tough round to score, but I'm going to give it to Tommy Fury. I think he's done the better work here. He's landed, I think, the cleaner of the punches. Good jab there from Tommy Fury as well. That might have won the round. Nice little counter. Oh, good hands there from Tommy Fury. He's landed 3 or 4 clean. He's won that round. He's won that round. Just based on that little burst there, he's won that round. Look at this one. Look at this. Patrice, AQA. This is awful. I hope there's no rematch clause. Sloppy first round from both, yeah. Art Stanton, most viewed amateur fight ever. Tommy Fury had a bit of success in the last sort of 20 seconds of that round. That's enough to win a round. Yeah, he landed a couple of shots, landed a nice clean left hook and a right hand as well. Not much on the punches, but he certainly landed. Certainly landed. Williams Clive says, geez. No, we're not going to stop now, Welsh Gooner. This is fun. We're enjoying this. Okay, they just showed in the replay. I didn't see it. Jake Paul landed a nice little right hand. I didn't see it. All right, here we go. Round number 2. You know, Jake Fury just looks the boxer, by the way. Jake looks good, but he just looks a bit just like he's rushing his work. Fury just looks a lot better, a lot more cleaner with his stuff. Jake looks like he's just trying to set up that big overhand right all the time rather than sort of jabbing and foot movement. Good jab there from Tommy Fury, really good. Tommy Fury thinking about what he's doing. Whereas Jake almost just seems to be in a bit of like, you know, like a schoolboy that's, I've been hit and I've got to hit you back. Tommy looks like he's thinking about, he's circling Jake. And he's landing some decent shots as well. Nothing big. I'm not going to try and pretend to you guys that he's landing big shots. He isn't, but he's landing. Okay, Jake going to the body, tries to land there. He got caught coming in with a nice 1-2. He lands a nice little left. Jake, that's probably his first good punch of the fight, actually. Nice little jab there from Tommy Fury. Both of them are doing this for some reason with their gloves, like they're trying to wind up punches. It's strange. Tommy Fury fighting on the back foot. Tommy Fury's got fast hands, by the way. He's got a really fast jab that comes up from sort of his waist area. It's hard to kind of see it coming because it's coming from so low, but it's really fast. I don't know if there's any pop on it, but it's fast. I don't know, by the way, either if Tommy Fury's a puncher. 1:20 left in round number 2. And again, another good round for Tommy here. He's just a better boxer. Nice little left hand there, though, from Jake Paul. Jake's stalking Tommy Fury. It's Tommy Fury that's fighting on the back foot. Jake's stalking him, but he's doing nothing when he's stalking. He doesn't know how to set his shots up. He's just trying to land these obvious big right hands. He needs to do a bit more. Good stuff from there from Tommy. Nice little 3-punch combination. Again, nothing really in the punches, but it's keeping Jake honest. Good jab there from Jake. Yeah. Jake Paul's clearly looking for that big overhand right all the time. He telegraphs it. It's so bad. But look, I mean, again, we understand what we're watching there, guys. We're watching 2 novices fight. Just 2 novices with big egos and big followings. 30 seconds left of round number 2. And for me, it's another Tommy Fury round. He's just a better boxer. This is someone that you can see has been boxing a lot longer. I'm just watching it. You can tell he's been boxing a lot longer than Jake Paul. What he does need to do, though, I think, is assert himself a bit more, Tommy. He seems to be okay fighting on the back foot. And I feel like if he were to go on the front foot a bit more, he can cause Jake some problems. But he's okay winning the rounds. And that's what he's doing. He's just winning the rounds. I think round 2, Tommy Fury. Yeah, I think a lot of you guys are saying that as well. Cy H says Tommy Fury 2 rounds up. What's this one? Mr. T Bills, Tommy 1 round 2. 2-0 Fury. Najee Holmes says Tommy shouldn't box on the back foot. You know what it is? He's winning fighting on the back foot, but I just want to see him go for it. That's what I want to see. Rory Jennings saying, "Come on, Jake, son." Yeah, Rory's desperate for Jake to win. Can't stand Tommy Fury. What's this one? 2 up Tommy, but better not get too comfortable doing nothing. Yeah, he's doing nothing, is he? But both Both ain't doing great. Let's hope we get a bit more action here in the third round. Now let's go round number 3. Let's see what Tommy can do. Tommy, he's got to force the action a bit more. He's clearly the better boxer. Clearly. Okay, he's going to the body, trying to go to the body a bit more for Jake, trying to slow Jake's legs down a little bit. Got caught coming in there. Got to be careful. Tommy caught him with a nice little left hook coming in there. I think Tommy has felt Jake's power. I don't know when or where Jake landed, but I think he's felt the power a little bit. So he's a bit apprehensive of coming in. Or, he's watched those fights against Tyron Woodley when Tyron Woodley got put in his arse and Nate Robinson. He's a bit nervous. Good jab there from Jake Paul. Very, very good jab. And then he rushes his work and just smothers it. He brings himself closer to Tommy and just smothers his own work. Come on, Tommy, you're going to put this on the front foot or what, man? He's fighting on the back foot like he's scared. This is Tommy's winning the fight, but it's pretty poor from him, though. At least Jake's trying to do something. He's trying to initiate things here. It's not great, but he's trying. But Tommy will say, it was easy. It was a sparring session. That's what Tommy's had harder sparring sessions than this. That's what he will say. And he won't be lying. Jake just tries to throw a big overhand right. Tommy saw that coming. I mean, you could have had a postcard added to that. It was so slow, so telegraphed. Jake Paul, again, trying to initiate the action here. First little body jab from Jake Paul, nothing. Tommy Fury off the ropes tries to throw a jab. Tommy with his hands really low, by the way. He's got to be careful. He's got to be careful. His hands are really, really low. That's just the way he fights. Just the way all the Furies fight. Jake already looks a bit like not confused, but almost like, what do I do? I need to do something here and I don't know what to do. 50 seconds left of round number 3. It's a better round for Jake. I would hate to give a round even, but if you're going to give a round even, it might be this one, which is very rare. You don't really do that, but neither have done much. Overhand right from Jake Paul there. Landed, but Tommy had his glove up to protect it, but it landed. It landed, so I guess it's a scoring shot. Referee having a word for them about the heads clashing. They've got to be careful. You'd hate for this fight to be sort of stopped on cuts or something stupid like that. Very messy fight, though. In all honesty, horrible fight so far. Horrible fight. 13 seconds left of round number 3. And, I'm going to give this round to Jake. I think Jake's been pressuring the action. Unless anything happens in this last 10 seconds, I'll go over to Jake. I think Jake's done the better work here. Not a great round, and I can understand if you were to give it to Fury or maybe even an even round, but for me, it's a Jake round. Yeah, for me, Jake round. What's this one? I think Tommy is just trying to frustrate and walk Paul into a huge shot. Jake needs to win for the culture. No, he bloody doesn't. Connor Higgins says, don't think Fury has a huge shot to land, though. Record is poor. Yeah, I'm not quite sure about his power. He's got all those muscles and he looks like he's powerful, but I'm not convinced he is. What's this? The real John Doe, both these gassing already. Mate, boxing ain't easy. I can understand why they are gassing. Gassing doesn't necessarily come from the fact that they're unfit. Sometimes it's just nervous energy. A lot of nervous energy. Remember, Mauricio Suleiman said he's going to rank the winner of this fight. Just remember that. Here we go. Round 4. End of this round and we're at the halfway stage. Jake Paul literally tried to take Tommy Fury's head off there with a haymaker. Missed. That's it now. Tommy Fury putting it on Jake a bit now. Landed 3-4 punch combination. That's more like it. That was a lot better from Tommy. Tommy again now started landing punches. Referee having warning him like, stop leaning your head down. So stop leaning Jake Paul's head down. But what's he supposed to do? Jake looks tired. There's nothing in Jake's punches. Jake doesn't even throw combinations. Look, this boxing game ain't easy, but Jake's been doing it now properly for 3 years. You want to see some combinations. It's just the same 1-2, 1-2. Needs to do a bit more than that. But it's the 1-2 that could get him out of jail here. You never know. He could land it and that'll be that. A minute gone in round number 4. Better round from, oh, that was a nice shot from Tommy Fury inside. Little right hand. I think Jake felt that. He landed it again, Tommy Fury. I think Jake's feeling these. He's landed 3 little right hands there. This is much better from Tommy Fury. Much better. Jake's in there now with a young, fresh boxer, and I don't think he likes it. I don't think he likes it. He's holding on. Literally, he is initiating the clinch. He doesn't really like this, does he? Minute 30. This is a much better round from Tommy Fury. A lot more aggressive. Landed some good right hands. He can't be right hand happy, but he's landed some good shots so far. Jake Paul looking a bit cumbersome, a bit like, it's a bit slow, a bit podgy. Good stuff here from Tommy Fury. Jake Paul launched in. Tommy Fury span off the ropes. Now, a minute left of round number 4, and this is definitely a Tommy Fury round, unless anything can happen in the last minute. It's good stuff from Tommy Fury. This was a lot better. Best round for him. But for a guy that is 7 or 8-0, he's a decent fighter. Look, I fully understand who he's in there with. He got caught there though. Jake Paul got caught with a nice little left hook by Tommy Fury. Sorry, Tommy Fury got caught with a left hook by Jake Paul. But it's not enough to win the round. It's definitely a Tommy Fury round. Unless he gets caught again, it's definitely a Tommy Fury round. I will say this though, Tommy does look a bit tired himself. Now, a couple of big sort of deep breaths there, big gulps of air. For all of you that were saying this fight was scripted, do you still think it's scripted? I don't know how you believe that crap, by the way. All right, here we go. 10 seconds left. Oh, careful. Big punch at the back of the head. Massive punch at the back head. You know what it is? Jake Paul turned around and Tommy landed a punch at the back head. Those punches are very, very dangerous, but I think it was Jake Paul's fault that he switched around. For me, that's a round for Tommy Fury. So that's 3-1. I've got it. What do you guys have? What's this? Terrible from Fury, isn't it? Fury's supposed to be a boxer. Should be making like work of this. Rory is like the harshest critic ever, by the way. The harshest. But he's correct a bit though. Remember, Tommy Fury is the boxer here. He's the one, but he's doing enough to win these rounds. Nanzo Scoop says Jake is learning what entry-level boxing is about. It's true, this is entry level. Think about that for a second. Entry level. This is a guy that was saying he could beat Canelo in a couple of years. Crazy guy. All right, there we go. Round number 5. We're at the halfway stage. Remember, this is an 8-rounder. I've got Tommy Fury 3-1 up. But anything can happen. Jake Paul landing a couple of good jabs early. This really is novice boxing. Oh, referee warning Tommy Fury. Tommy's got to be careful. He could get a point taken away because he's been using the elbow all night. Got to be careful. Guys, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Remember, like the video as well, please, and share it if you can. Thank you very much. There we go. 2 minutes 18 left of round number 5. Can I be honest with you? Nothing's really happened in this fight, has it? It's been a dead fight. It really has been. But it is what it is. Nothing's really happened. But something, look, at any time, one of these guys can big overhand right there from Jake Paul nearly landed. I think it might have landed, actually, but no effect on it. Nothing on it. Oh, swing and a miss from Jake Paul. You feel like one of these Jake Paul right hands are going to land soon. Referee's got to warn both of them about punching on the back of the head. Oh, is he going to take a point away? He has. Referee has taken a point away from Jake Paul for punching on the back of their head. Now he's in trouble. He's taken a point away. That's I'm surprised by it. It didn't even warn him. I'm surprised by that. And he's told Tommy Fury that if you keep doing that, I'm going to throw you out. But he's taken a point away from Jake Paul. So now Jake Paul needs a knockdown or a knockout to win this. Surprised. That surprises me because normally you've got to give him a warning. And I remember the referee warning Jake Paul, Tommy Fury, but didn't see any warning to Jake Paul. That surprised me. All right, minute left of round number 5. Mountain to climb now for Jake Paul. That point deduction, mountain to climb. You know what it is? Tommy Fury's so stiff because he's so muscular. He doesn't seem like he gets anything in his punches. I do wonder if he's going to really keep to this boxing thing, like if he's serious about it. I doubt he will. I think he's going to make all the money he's going to make from this fight. They might have a rematch if something controversial happens, and that's it. So far, it's poor. Like 1 out of 10, bottom of the barrel. Here we go. Last 30 seconds of round number 5. I remember Jake Paul just got a point deducted in this round as well. So, yeah, it's a bit of a mountain to climb for him now. He's going to need to force the pressure. And if he does that, he's likely to get hurt. He's going to leave some openings. But, yeah, not much to talk about in the fight so far. Little jab there from Jake Paul. He's trying to initiate things. He's trying to show feints and different looks, but just not enough there. Just not enough there. Disappointed that the referee took a point away. That was bad. Uh, 4-1, yeah, same. What's this one? I think KSI's aggressive style would beat Fury. I can't believe I'm saying that. Fury's a boxer after all, isn't he? No, I don't think so. No chance. No chance. I mean, aggressive style, but against who? Who's he fighting to do that, be that aggressive? Not for me. Andrew Spence, Saturday Night Pub Brawl. Yeah, it kind of is that, to be fair, isn't it? Conveying ideas. Tommy Fury is like a pillow-fisted AJ, muscle-bound for no reason at all. Oh my God, I forgot about Drake's bet. Drake, by the way, Drake's lost. Well, not yet, but Drake's put on 400. Not that it means anything to him, but he's put on $400,000 on Jake Paul. 1.4 million he was going to get back if he won. I don't know if he's going to win. All right, here we go. Round number 6. Jake Paul coming out a bit more aggressive, but what I like about Tommy, what Tommy's very good at, by the way, that is if he gets hit, he responds back immediately. Like he'll throw immediate, which is actually very, very smart. It's a good thing to do. Because in the referee's eyes, it shows that you weren't hurt and it almost shows that you got the best of it. Good uppercut there from Tommy Fury, really good uppercut. Good jab as well. Well, that jab actually made Jake Paul stumble. Good jab, strong jab. They are both feeling the pace. And it hasn't even been a frantic pace, but they're both feeling it. Tommy's got to be a bit careful. With Jake Paul having a point taken, best shot of the night, uppercut from Tommy Fury. That was a really, really good uppercut. Best shot of the night. Landed it clean. Jake Paul trying to be on the front foot. Doesn't look like there's anything left with Jake, if I'm honest with you. Look, we know he's got the engine. We saw that against Anderson Silva, but Anderson Silva wasn't doing much in that fight, was he? Does look a bit tired, Jake. Like he's really struggling cardio-wise. It's not, again, I don't think it's been that much of a pace. I don't. But Tommy Fury landing some good shots, some 1s and 2s. It's now become a wrestling match, by the way. There's so much clinching going on. But Tommy Fury will say that this was easy for him. Once it's all said and done, it wasn't easy, but he's not really been hurt with anything. Again, it has been like a spar without the headgear and bigger gloves. Jake Paul looks ragged now. He looks all over the place. I know that referee asking for a timeout. Referee's having a look. He's speaking to both of them. Like, what are you doing? Like, come on, guys, fight. What is this? Both of them land little hooks. Jake Paul with a nice little punch downwards on Tommy Fury with a nice little punch downwards on Jake Paul as he's coming in. 37 seconds left. Oh my God, he's taking a point away from Tommy Fury. I knew he'll do that. I said he'll do that. For no reason, he just decided to do that. I knew he'll do it. Referees always do that. They just try and even things out. It's a bit childish, but that's what they do. Both of them now, I've got to be careful. I don't expect the ref to disqualify, but hey, who knows, right? Wasn't there something about someone being disqualified in that script? Who knows? 10 seconds left of round number 6. Just 2 more rounds after this, people. Then we can all go bare because it hasn't been the greatest thing in the world, has it? I don't know who won this round. Well, because of the point deduction, I guess Jake has. But I did have Tommy winning the round, so it could be an even round, this one. Rubbish. Oh my God, this fight should be first on the undercard, not some big main event. You know, when I see this, I'm like, honestly, you know, when some people were saying that Jake Paul might have beat Carl Froch would kill him. Like, watching this, it reaffirms that for me, what Carl would do to him. Carl would absolutely kill him. Or they're showing the uppercut that Tommy Fury landed. Really nice uppercut. Best punch of the round. Jay Gibson, keep up the good work. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it, my man. Appreciate it. Dave says, come on, ref, DQ them both. No, don't. What have they got it? Sean Porter's got it even. Sean Porter, crazy, man. Even. Behave. William Finley says, WBC must rank this, add the worst match. I don't know what you mean by that, by the way. Here we go, round number 7. The penultimate round of this, one of the most anticipated fights of the year, which simply has not delivered. There's not been any action. There's not been any really big shots. No one's been stumbled, not wobbled. I mean, the biggest action is the referee taking points away from both of them. But you know what? Again, it's 2 novices fighting. Is there enough to want to see this again? I don't think so. I mean, there'll be some talk about it, but I don't think so. Tommy Fury landing a couple of big right hands. He's starting to dig to the body a bit. I can understand why the ref took a point away, because Tommy Fury does grab the head of Jake quite a lot here. But he doesn't know how to throw his punches correctly, because he's clearly a powerful guy. I mean, there's power there. It's not always about physique, but there is some power there, surely. But I don't think he knows how to turn his punches correct. But what, 1 minute 38 of round number 7. This might be close, you know. I have Tommy winning. I have him winning by a few rounds as well, but I don't know. I'm not sure. It depends what you want as a ref. Do you want the aggressor, which has been at times Jake Paul? Or do you want the person that's landing the better shots, which for me has clearly been Tommy Fury? What do you want? I mean, how do you like it? You know? A minute left of the 7th round. I think a Jake Paul round. I think Jake Paul looks like he's landed the better shots. Tommy Fury he's been okay in this round, but neither have done much, man. It really is poor. Oh, God. It's my fault for watching it. It's been bad. But I had to watch it. Tommy trying to be the aggressor here now. Last 40 seconds. He's got to be careful, Tommy. I had him winning this comfortably. All of a sudden, the last couple of rounds, he might have given away, you know. He's got to be careful. Well, he landed a nice little right hand there, though, did Tommy. Both of them tried to land right hands at the same time, and it's Tommy's that landed first. You're almost just waiting for for Jake to land that famed right hand. I don't think it's there tonight, but you almost feel like He's waiting for it as well. We're waiting for it. I don't think it's coming. I'm not quite sure. Jake round, I think. I think a Jake round. What's everyone saying? 1 round to go. Daniel Bridge says, how can you not know how to fight if you grow up in Tyson Fury's gym? It's not that he doesn't know how to fight. It's just that he's not been fighting that long. Cy H says, Tommy Fury. I think Tommy's got a cut from a head clash there. Tommy Fury is quite poor, ain't he? Better fight here tonight, but he does not look like a fighter that will go to the top. Those fighters walk through the likes of Paul. Yeah, maybe. Connor Higgins says, Jake Paul is going to take this even though he shouldn't. Can feel a fix coming. I feel a draw coming, if I'm honest with you. I've got a feeling. Tahir Iqbal, Tommy Pillow Hands. All right, here we go. Final round. Oh, good jab from Jake Paul. Starts off the round quite big. Let's see. Oh, good uppercut from Tommy Fury. Both. Oh, nice little left hook there from Tommy Fury. That's good. Jake Paul throws a haymaker, tried to kill someone, and nearly falls over himself. 1 second. Oh my God. Knockdown. He's saying it was a slip. Wow. The referee has given it as a knockdown and he's counting it for Tommy Fury. Wow. Jake Paul with a knockdown in the final round. That might win it for him, you know? He has just knocked down Tommy Fury with a jab. Tommy Fury now needs to be aggressive. He looked at his dad like, Dad, it was a slip. I don't know. I think you got caught, brother. Jeez. This is, oh, mate. Devastating. I feel like he needs to land. He needs to win this round somehow. He's lucky that it happened early in the round, but he needs to somehow be more aggressive, take risk and win the round, or Jake Paul might steal this. Jake Paul might steal this. Damn, Tommy Fury, I think, is throwing this away. I think he had the best 4 or 5 rounds. I think he's thrown these last 2-3 rounds away. 1 minute 37. He's trying to be aggressive. Now I think it's too late. I think all that back foot fighting, you got it wrong. You got it wrong. I don't know who's in his corner. Is it his dad and someone else? I'm not quite sure. He's trying to throw big punches now, but he's not a puncher. Damn. And now he's trying to be aggressive, and he's got to put it on him. Jeez. Tyson Fury standing up ringside saying, come on, fight. Oh, big right hand. Big right hand by Tommy Fury, by the way. Jake looked like he's really hurt. Jake looked like he was hurt by that. Tommy Fury's got a minute to save his career, because I think Jake Paul might have got this. Tommy keeps initiating the clinch here. Both are tired. Last 40 seconds. Last 40 seconds. I don't know how this has gone. I think with that knockdown, with the knockdown and the point deduction in round 6, I think Jake might have stolen this. And I mean stolen, because I do think Tommy was winning this one comfortably for me. If anything, maybe a draw. I think the best Tommy can ask for is a draw. I really do. Last 10 seconds. What is going on? The ref can't even break them up. What is going on? Okay, they both have jumped onto the aprons. Boy, what are you people saying? They embrace, well, they don't embrace, they talk. I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not sure. Oh, some of you are saying 6-2 Tommy. Wow. What are people saying? Let me have a look at the knockdown. They're showing the knockdown again. Let's have a look at it. He did slip, you know. He did slip. You can tell the way he lost his footing. He slipped, but it is what it is. But it was a slip. It actually was a slip. I'm watching it again. Let me have a look. Yeah, he tried to walk back. I think it's a slip, but hey, it's too late. I think it's a slip, but it is what it is. Connor Gray says 6'2" Tommy. Wow. Don't know about that. 5'3" Tommy. I've not really scored it, so I'm not quite sure. I think Tommy did enough. Tommy snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. I like that. Tommy is now an expat. Craig P says, for fuck's sake, what a letdown. What did you expect, Craig? I mean, what were you expecting? Hancock says a draw. Jake got the W there. I don't know. We'll soon find out. The money train needs to keep rolling, bro. Yara, whatever that is. Jake Paul winning from that awful knockdown just ends an awful night. It does. All right, let's see. Let's see. Let's see who's got it. Who's got it? Tommy Fury's physique's mad, you know. It's a crazy physique, isn't it? Mauricio Suleiman speaking to both. I'm not quite sure Mauricio. I can't stand Mauricio Suleiman. What's he in the ring for this? Get out of the ring, man. Nonsense. I do wonder, like I said, like what Tommy Fury is going to do after, regardless. Like whether or not he's going to take this seriously. All right, here we go. Who's got this? I think Tommy Fury just. By the way, the ref needs to get fired, doesn't he? The ref was useless. I don't know where they got the ref from. Tommy Fury has got it. Tommy Fury gets the victory. Jake Paul not happy. Tommy Fury gets the victory. Oh, God. It wasn't a great performance, but he needed that one. He needed it. Like, he was fighting for his name. They'll do it again. They'll do it again. It was close. They'll do it again. What belts he got as well? Look, Jake Paul shouldn't be embarrassed by that at all. Jake Paul fought a fighter. Jake Paul fought a real boxer. Shouldn't be embarrassed. He's got that. What belt's that? He's crying. He's crying. You know what it is? It's the pressure. There was a lot of pressure on getting that W. But he got the W. What's this? I just see something here, which I don't really like. Fury celebrating like he won a world championship. Not, mate, any win in life. Don't be like that. Any win in life, get the win. That's all that matters, man. You know how important it is to win at anything. Whether it be bloody a fight with your friend, like fucking win. So I can understand why the celebrations were like that. It was a feeling, and he got it done. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to you guys as well. All right, we're done. Guys, as you leave the stream, do me a favor, please. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you so much. It's been 3 hours and 10 minutes. I am tired. It's been a long day, and we're about to bounce. I'm going to do a quick wrap video now that's going to go onto the YouTube channel tomorrow morning. But from me and from everyone else, peace and love.